think PMS was a joke until like my mid-30s. And then I was like, oh, this shit is real. Like they wouldn't mind. Like,
Yeah.
tired. I want chocolate. I want a steak. I want, you know what I mean?
Yes, like
yeah,
I slept all day yesterday,
yeah.
I
and
still think it's over exaggeration, Moya.
Listen, man.
It's
Don't
not.
tell me. Don't tell me about it.
You
okay,
will
so
not.
I literally suffer from endometrial anemia, which means my blood pressure drops.
Mm.
I've had to go to
Man.
the ER about it before because I've passed out in class teaching because I'm pretty much hemorrhaging.
Wow.
So I've always had a recommendation for this. Always. Why don't y'all just get like a little vacuum pump? Hit the vacuum pump on reverse, bring all the little gook out. Won't that heal your body instead of waiting on it? Like instead of waiting on it to drip
You
out.
just
for days at a
described an
time,
abortion.
And it doesn't release itself like that. It's a line
Because it's attached to your stuff
Why we can't
until
speed up?
hormones tell it to release.
right.
Y'all
I'm
know
coming with
the black
solutions.
Y'all know the black woman not supposed to have periods anyway, right?
Yep, as per Yada.
Y'all diet,
As per Yada.
Y'all eat
And
the wrong stuff.
y'all, so y'all agree with Yada on that, but y'all agree with
Y'all
him
eating
on
wrong
women
stuff.
supposed
Hey,
to.
look, every now and then I
take
agree.
everything.
Every now and again, I agree with that little 5'4", 5'3", crazy talking that. In principle, a lot of the stuff he be on with, but then other days I'm like, this motherfucker out his mind. I'm like, hell no.
Wow.
Anyway, so look, man, I ain't started us off with a random fun. I ain't surprised y'all with a random fun topic in a long time. So I'm gonna hit y'all with a random one. This one ain't even in the it's not in our queue for what y'all supposed to be getting ready for. So
I'm telling you, it's that British one.
No. Y'all ain't ready for this one. I'm gonna set y'all asses up.
Just
Y'all
get you a
asses right on
video.
up. But I need to know. I need the question is. Let me find the video. Let me find the question.
You got to get the ticker up. It ain't up.
Hold on, I'm finna get the ticker up. I'm finna get it all up, but I don't want to say it like that. So did he? But in this particular situation that y'all are about to witness, what is this man supposed to do? What is this man supposed to do? All right.
No, you didn't bring them back.
So what happened when the woman answers the call like this? What does that mean?
It means she getting her back blown out.
By a woman.
Well,
no, it's a dude.
I know. I'm just playing.
But so why did she do that?
She didn't answer that. He did.
So the other dude,
yeah, I think the other dude answered.
So the other dude made sure. So somebody made the call and somebody answered the call.
The boyfriend called. The side dude answered.
Oh, come on.
And even if she answered on purpose because she's probably caught him cheating before.
I was gonna say because
she hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He hurt something. His whole chest and caved in.
I thought that was a skit or something.
No, that was actually a real post.
Yeah.
It's from years ago. It's been like 7-8 years.
Yeah. I brought it back up because it ran across my timeline on my memories. I said, you know what? Now look, the dude that's sitting there looking and crying. What is he supposed to do? What he supposed to do, man?
Eat his meat. I don't know what to
do. It depends. Is he turned on? Like what? I don't know.
I think this man is hurt. And what we say, hurting. That man, listen, my soul, I would have a total out of body experience if I hit my old lady up, and then she answered the phone like that. My soul would be sitting up here watching this, and I don't know how long that would last.
Oh, we would last a while. You'd watch it.
I'd be so shocked and shook I'd be breaking inside. You know what I'm saying? Like pieces of my soul would just be fracturing off.
You scooped it out.
Like scoop, no, it ain't gonna be because a scoop. You gonna have to dig. This thing is gonna crumble inside, and it's just gonna collapse in on itself like a dying star. And I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna become a black hole of a human, bro. This is what you can't take. No man can take this.
A woman can't take that. If I ever walked in on, oh my gosh, same thing. I would faint. Like, you don't ever want to see that. You don't.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. If I walked in on my dude smashed another chick, I'm sitting down and I'm gonna play games on my phone while they finish.
See, that's gonna make that man. He's instantly gonna lose whatever he had going on down there. That's gonna disappear. That's something I think she got a pistol. If you're bold enough to just sit down, cross your leg, and play the game, I'm thinking, damn, this is
play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I mean, this off. I keep the blick on me, so
this woman must have
take your chance.
Yeah,
sir.
This woman exactly. Yeah. So she like, go ahead and finish. Just go ahead.
Pretty much.
No, finish, nigga. Finish.
Oh, y'all both getting pistol whipped. Like, what we doing?
Woo, boy.
Ain't nothing else to do but empty out the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just empty out the house.
Empty it, set it on fire.
Do you think the relationship is salvageable?
Hell no.
Oh, no. Well, if I walked in on a dude, depending on how the chick look, it could be.
Wait. What is whoa? What does that mean? Yeah. What do you mean depending on how she look?
If I could see her as my little, let's see, I'm gonna try to be PC because I want to run for
office. We done.
No, go for it, Chef.
We going with this. Like,
if she could be our girlfriend, hey, I might let her stay, but she got to pay some bills. Period.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like, if you about to be over here and you sleeping with my man, baby, I need some money on the light bill. You could move in too. I need to see your check every month just so I can see his.
Like, niggas, you messing with a broke bitch, or does she got money? What?
Right. Like, I'm modern out here.
Can she contribute to this?
Right. Does she contribute? Well, she how I paid the light bill last week. Okay, we'll put a cover over her. She might be cold. Like, I'm modern.
Real women.
We can figure it out.
I appreciate that. That's how I appreciate
it. We can figure it out.
So his best bet. So the best bet is for him to find somebody that you would also find attractive. Take notes, fellas. Yeah.
I like them big booty, but I don't like too much up here.
You know, there's always a way out. That's what I'm talking about.
The rest of her, I don't care nothing about. Ooh. I don't do vagina.
Can her face be?
Oh no, she can't be ugly now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I know. You know, women are funny about pretty faces. If that face looking raggedy, y'all gonna disrespect that man. Y'all are absolutely gonna disrespect that man. If she wear a lace
front of any sort, I'm about to empty the clip.
Yeah. Women. Listen, women. I think women that are not facially challenged really feel some way if the man messes with something that's facially challenged.
Absolutely. But like, I deal with this being a little fat but ugly.
But 9 times always ugly. I've never seen a man cheat on a woman with a prettier woman. I've never seen it. Never.
Prettier or pretty?
Pretty and prettier.
Oh hell no! See that's that bullshit I've been speaking about for a while. Mm-hmm. See, whenever women blow out, whenever women blow up the situation, like look at this thing, he done cheated, they going off and they posting pictures. It's always of a duck. You never see it when it's somebody bad. When he done actually stepped out there.
It happens.
It happens. Oh, I know it happens. It happens.
I tell you, I might be the fat one, but I'm definitely not the ugly one.
But here's the thing. 9 times out of 10, the bad ones ain't cheating because they know they work. Like, I'm not gonna be nobody's side chick or somebody you cheat with. Like,
it's them be the ones with the lowest self-esteem sometimes.
Sometimes,
But I'm saying, 9 times out of 10, they gonna be ugly before they pretty. That's what I think.
I think man. So I don't want to. Man, golly,
It's
man, I
a
don't want to.
mixed bag. I
Yeah,
think
it,
when
it
they're
really is.
older, when they're older, they tend to be ugly. But when they're younger, they do tend to be prettier, but they're also more naive.
Mhm.
And I think,
They'll be the ones who be like, he gonna leave her for me. Child, no.
And get treated. Think they gonna get treated better and all that.
Right.
man, it's so many dynamics at play because then if you're talking about a man with financial means,
He gonna sleep with
and,
anything.
or he's going to be breaking bread to make sure who he's with is on point. You know what I'm saying? It's really a mixed bag. I don't want to tell y'all how I know, but I know.
We know how you know. This is why
listen. It's a lateral move or it's upward. It's upward. It ain't going. It ain't. Let me see if I got to be honest. I can say that. I don't. Well, I've never. Yeah, I don't want to go there.
From what I've seen, mediocre dudes knock off ugly women as side chicks, like dudes who not even
absolutely.
find themselves.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, but now that is
dudes don't necessarily like real fine guys that got they life together. I don't think I've seen most of them knock off ugly chicks. They may have one or two in the mix,
yeah,
but for the most part, it's a lateral.
If you're a dude that can attract an attractive woman based on your own physical attractiveness, you're not going to stray from that too often. Right. You're just not. There's rare occasions that you might step outside of your normal box of what you find attractive wholly, but most of the time they're gonna be like, there's a sense of pride there. It's like, let me think, man. Can I be honest with y'all for a little minute? It's like in certain environments, you can be approached, and they're like sugar daddy, sugar baby relationships. You expect that all sugar daddies got to be some old raggedies and all sugar babies got to be young and attractive. What I've come to find out is that sugar daddies ain't necessarily all raggedy dudes. And the young and the young ones and the sugar babies ain't always the most attractive. So sugar babies will attract the man just by assuming, hey, is that what you're looking for in this situation? They and you be like, look, ma'am, I'm a good looking dude. Why on earth would I do that? Because it ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm gonna keep your secrets for the price. Booty. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep your secrets for the price of admission. So what you want? But yeah, so anyway, I saw this video right here. It definitely took my soul, man. Because a sugar daddy pays whether he's single or
I ain't asking what he is. I said where they at.
Child, these new age sugar daddies got they sugar babies are dudes as well.
Oh man, yeah, for real. Yeah.
It's so more P Diddy's out there than you think.
Yeah. So sugarbabies.com is one of them. Even though the documentary just dropped about Ashley Madison, it's still a website that is buzzing and popping. That's one of them.
I thought they shut that down.
Hell no, it never got shut down.
Ashley Madison down.
It just got hacked.
They had somebody subpoena the list of users.
Yeah,
but they ain't shut nothing down.
Yeah. Ashley Madison was once upon a time a place where I might have had a profile here there. might have had a little stay there. Might have made a visit. Might have some inside information.
Y'all watch the show?
I did. I watched that.
I did.
And I remember when that happened. And I remember not worrying. Because okay, so when it happened, when the Ashley Madison breach happened, what hung people out was you saw a lot when those emails dropped. There was websites you can go to and see the emails, see the names, and see information. Those .mils and .govs and and the email addresses, the corporate email addresses, the military email addresses, the government email addresses. You had people in houses of represent like the email. And the first thing that came to my brain why y'all didn't get a out of the country email address like somebody I knew? Somebody I knew had a whole out of the country email address.
But why
Totally
not
totally
use
not
a
linked.
free one?
No. You can get a free. That was free. From what I understood, the guy who I knew who had one, it was
No, I'm
out
talking
of the
about
country.
instead of using your freaking work account like
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. That's just stupid.
And then that's what be getting cheaters caught up. They be so dumb.
But it's it's boldness. No, first of all, it's the men. Hold on. Let's realize who got caught.
Always the dude.
It was mostly the men.
Well, we know that women are smart. We know that.
See, I tell y'all why this is, right? Men don't have a mortal fear of what would happen if they get caught. Women typically think, oh my God, this man catch me, he gonna put my head between the washer and dryer. Like I don't want to get caught up. Men aren't thinking like, oh,
no.
But men aren't thinking. Men are thinking what we're thinking. The worst case is, oh man, she gonna cry, she gonna be mad, and I'm gonna have to deal with an emotional outburst. Women are thinking this man might get physical with me, and I'm gonna have to deal with that. If men had a fear of physical threat, like if we knew for a fact that if we got caught, this woman would come through there. You know what I'm saying? With the pistol and whoop. Come on, man! It would change the dynamic.
Somebody had to tell Lionel Richie.
Listen, mortal fear is different, and I think because men don't have mortal fear of the outcome, that they move a lot more reckless.
They need to, because women out here carrying nowadays. They gonna keep playing.
It can get real. It can get real dangerous real quick. But anyway. Let that be it, man. I thought, man, the soul left that man's body, and I really felt distressed for him. I couldn't imagine that kind of discovery. I don't know what he did to deserve. Yeah, he did something. Like I mean, she's messed up, and if he didn't do nothing,
that, he probably cheated with her friend.
Woo, woo, boy. Goodness gracious. I can only imagine. But anyway, okay, so Chef, I'm going with your question next. Because Chef, y'all remember that question she asked, boy. So we broke it down to an actual question. For real, we got it down. We got it down
to a good conversation. I wish Jamel was here.
Yeah, we got it down to an actual question. And I got a shorter version of the question on the ticker. But essentially, Chef basically came up with it was, how do we identify good mates without prior examples? How we do that? Y'all, somebody give me something, because I don't know.
I feel like if you're in tune with yourself, you attract what you are, and you, in a sense, like, I mean, like your mate should be a reflection of you, you know. And so, if you're not on that bullshit, you're not attracting bullshit. If you are looking for a good mate and your head is on straight, you know, you're gonna be able to decipher and, you know, who's not right for you and who's not, because it's gonna be some bad apples that's gonna approach you. But yeah, you don't have to, like, because here's the thing. I always think about the fact that, like, you have like parents that, like, they might, the wife might lose the husband, you know, to whatever, and so she was a single mom because the dad died. Just because those children didn't have a dad doesn't mean they're gonna pick a bad mate. You know what I mean? If they're raised right and they're raised to, like I said, be in tune with themselves, you know what's good and what's bad. And the reason why people pick the wrong mate is because they're not paying attention to that. We're ignoring the flags and all that stuff because we're impatient. And like a post I saw earlier today, you don't want to be by yourself. You want somebody to lay in the bed with at night. You need somebody to help you with the rent. You know, you're picking all these the shit that don't matter, when you should just be able to be content by yourself until you attract what you are and what you're looking for. Like, that's not hard. It's the same thing with picking good friends. Like, if they're not treating you right, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But we tend to, like, look the other way because desperation and impatience.
Chef, I took a note of what Chef had said in that comment because she was speaking about men at a certain juncture, and she was saying how men go for endurance as opposed to just taking the time to step back and wait on what's good for you. And boy, that kind of goes along with what you said. You just want somebody in the bed next to you.
Yeah.
You refuse to step out of the game long enough to just kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
Man, somebody said I was listening to something, and it talks about the way we are now as humans. We got so much stimulation, we don't ever get quiet time, and without quiet time and isolation, we don't come to internal revelations.
Exactly.
I'm gonna take a little biblical. 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness has a whole thing because you so isolated to where you got nothing but to get in tune with yourself and your senses and your surroundings.
Right.
So I think that's a good point, man. If you don't step back and just get out of the game and get to figure yourself out,
you gotta know like what you want for yourself. Like I won't allow this in my life. I'm not gonna allow somebody to treat me this way or talk to me this way or have ambitious or you know what you want and you say no to everything that's not that, and that's it. That's it.
Goddamn preaching on.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I got the sound effect back, bro. I got the sound effect back.
I mean,
we had them in a minute.
So that's I mean, because like I said, it happens where people lose both parents at 5. And so just because you can have your parents don't mean you're gonna pick bad mates. Like if you're a good person and you, like I said, are aligned with God and all the things, you're going to pick things in your life, whether it be your job, your mate, your friends, let go of family that's toxic. You're gonna say no to everything that's not good for you, but you let stuff stay when you don't honor yourself and you don't love yourself. You know what I mean? And so you let other people treat you less than you deserve. But anyway, I'm gonna hand the mic to somebody else, Sheffy.
You know what? Hold on. You know what? There were times where I was allowed to linger in spaces where I didn't belong. Maybe that's what was going on with them. They deserved more, and I was less, and they allowed. So it wasn't my fault for being less. Allowed. They. You see that?
I'm gonna tell you this: it's never the other person's fault. It's your fault because the choices you make or don't make is what you are creating in your life. You know what I mean? So if your life is good, you made the choices to get to that point. Life is gonna happen. I'm not gonna say fucked up shit happens, but it don't happen to you. It's just happening. But the lack of like decisions of like kicking this nigga to the curb when he not treating you right. You allow him to stay. It's not his fault. That's who he is, or that's who he presented to you. You let him stay. It's you.
Yeah, Sam. It's them. It was them. Look. Let me say, he be holding me accountable.
Let's not rob the context of this actual question. The context of this question was about men who stay with women who don't treat them well. You have a plethora of guys on the internet complaining about their spouses, their girlfriends, or just women in general. Women just want a man to pay their bills. Women just want to use a man. They don't actually care about a man. A man is only worth something if he providing something. All of these things. And it's like, y'all need to pick better.
Why do y'all tolerate?
Y'all need to pick better. And in the conversation, I said, men aren't interested in being treated well. They're interested in endurance because endurance is manly. To endure mistreatment means you're a man. But why you walking around here broken?
There's a lot of truth to that. God damn. There is a lot.
Then the next woman come along who actually loves and cherishes you, and you don't believe her,
right?
Because you have focused on trying to get a woman who don't care about you to care about you.
The baddies.
You know what? It ain't even always the baddies. Sometimes it's just a woman is using you, or in the context, and I've been posting about this all week. a woman who is interested in being married but not interested in being a spouse. Those are the women getting wifed up, and men are complaining about marriage. Look who you married.
Right.
But the minute you
y'all
tell
need to-
men pick better, no, it's because it's all women. No, you married somebody who was interested in being married. She wasn't interested in being your wife.
Right.
or she wanted to be a wife, but she wasn't ready to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like I use readiness a lot of times. Like
it ain't even
I'm
readiness. It's not readiness. It's
Mhm.
not readiness. We have an entire generation of women that have been told that marriage is the goal. So they get to a point in their lives where it's like,
Oh,
well,
let
I
me
gotta
check
get
that off.
married.
Yeah.
Then you married, but y'all got separate bank accounts. Your husband isn't safe, doesn't feel safe around you. You're combative. You guys don't operate as a team. Y'all sleeping in 2 different rooms. You don't have a good intimate relationship. Y'all can't have conversations. Y'all were never compatible in the first place.
Boom.
Right.
But y'all want to be married. And men do this too, because men hit the wall just the same. Well, I'm 40 now. It's time for me to settle down. Are you interested in being a husband though?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Because now you have a guy going into a marriage with this false sense of what marriage is, because he hasn't even thought about what it's like to be a husband.
Right.
I can provide physical safety for my family. I can make sure the tires on the house rotated. But where is my emotional intelligence from the masculine side of the nature that goes into my household? Where's that? Have I thought about that? Do I even have any inkling of what that looks like for me? Do I have any examples of what that looks like? Or if I have negative examples, how can I go find a positive example?
Boom.
As a woman, this is my frustration, because I'm not that leech of a woman. I'm not. I never have been. I've always been the supportive one as much as I can be, until you get on my damn nerves, and then now I'm petty. But it's like men go into relationships deeming I want to be a father, I want to be a husband, I want to be a father, I want to be married, I want to be all of these titles, but then they pick people who aren't also aligned with those titles, and now it's their fault. Well, women ain't submissive. Did you pick a submissive woman?
No, they don't exist, man. What
Like,
man?
you
What you?
pick the woman who run around talking about she a boss bitch, and suddenly you mad because she didn't submit. She didn't exhibit the qualities from the get-go. What are you talking about? But you married her anyway, thinking you were going to change her. You say you don't want a loud, belligerent woman, but that's literally, you met her in a club being loud and belligerent. What are you talking about, sir?
What is that? Is that running water? Like I'm confused. What does that sound?
It's a pause.
Oh, that was a clap. Yeah. I mean, it's raining in the background over here. I don't know if y'all can hear the rain.
It sounds like rain, a thunderstorm.
It does.
Oh, that's the sexy mood I'm setting over here. That's
oh,
just
wow.
Sexy mood. That's just sexy mood. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that.
I'd be like super frustrated when I see dudes complain, because I just be looking at who they chose, and it's like, but you chose her. And even in the sense of me, I'm sure, some woman is probably looking at me thinking the same with my husband, like, that's who you chose. I know I wasn't the best spouse. I make no points about it. I tried my best, and I had his best interest at heart. I had my family's best interest at heart. But dudes are marrying women who exhibit all the selfish qualities from the beginning.
Day one. Man,
you on the internet sending a post saying, my phone was on 3% and my woman was on 80%, and she said, hold on, wait till my phone get to 100%. Why are you still talking to this girl?
I'm gonna take a note real quick,
because something like that seems very minor, but it's actually very gigantic. Because if she would rather let you fall off from the little bit just so she could get the maximum, she will exhibit that behavior in other cases.
Woo!
People are so hard up to be connected to somebody, they will connect to anything.
Hold on, what'd you say? What'd you say, Sam?
That long clap.
I know.
It sound like a high school graduation.
Wow.
Woo! Hey man, listen. Hey man, they cooking. Hey, look, I want you to jump in here next, Sam, because when I go off about them dudes not knowing how to pick, I'm going.
It'd be atrocious, man.
I'm gonna go off. But go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest and say I just got lucky, or it's just by the grace of God. He really looked out for me because I was an idiot. Because, and I say that because I never thought about what I wanted. I didn't have an itemized checklist. I didn't know what I wanted. I just knew that I wanted what I wanted when I saw it. And I knew I had it once I got hold to it.
That's all that matters.
That's now, looking back on it, it was dangerous to move like that because I could have chosen the wrong one and been one of them niggas. I didn't think about what respect looked like to me. I didn't think about what to be loved looked like to me. I just knew that what I was receiving from my wife wasn't harming me. And I was good with that. And I just kept moving forward with it. So I'm wondering if these men that I know some just go after a particular type and she give him all the signs of do not proceed, and he keep going anyway because he finally got his hands on this type. And it's probably his first time experiencing getting his hand on this type.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how much BS she throw his way, he can't let that go because he don't believe he can find that type again.
I'm telling you, I don't even think it's that. I don't even think it's the type because it varies. Like the dudes I see with this pattern, they don't be a certain type of woman in that sense, like a type. They do have certain personalities though. They're like strong personalities that are already exhibiting selfishness. And it's almost like my leadership can change her. That's what it ends up being. I'm going to choose this woman I know ain't good for me because my ego tells me that I'm going to be enough man for her to change her. That's what it ends up being.
Superman cape. That Superman complex.
Yep.
You know what? And people with that niggas with that Superman complex, they run towards the damaged.
Mm-hmm.
And it has absolutely nothing to do with her. It got everything to do with him.
Yeah.
Him building her up is building his ego up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga going to an antique shop and get an old nightstand to refurbish. That nigga doing all that standing.
It got 3 legs and it's missing. It's got 3 legs and it's missing a draw. And
he got to rebuild the draw.
I can fix that. Wait till I get done with it.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what them dudes be doing. They be out here taking. They be looking for projects. Because we know women do this. Women do this all the time.
Yeah,
but I don't think we talk enough about
men. No, we don't talk about men doing it. We absolutely do not talk about men doing it. And one of the things I would say, man, the dating phase is treated so casually. It's treated so casually that the vetting process that a lot of men and people in general, but we're talking about men, the vetting that they should be doing, they're not doing because they're enjoying the dating, which is fine. You're supposed to enjoy the dating. Please don't ever forget, it's supposed to be fun. However, there's little things along the way, little very simple things that are indicators of the type of person that you're going to potentially spend the rest of your life with, right? I had one little small thing. If I invited a woman to my residence and that woman didn't say, hey, I ain't talking about after 12, that's different. But I'm talking if I invited, say, hey, dinner, blah, 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 come on over, we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna chill it up. And that woman didn't say, well, hey, do I need to bring anything? I don't need you to bring shit. I don't want you to bring shit. I got everything over here, including myself, girl. You're winning. However, if she was not raised or did not figure out along her adult path to say, hey, I got invited somewhere and I should ask what and offer to bring something other than myself. If she didn't know that, I didn't say nothing to her about that. When she got there, I did what I did. I just checked this little box off. Your ass didn't even invite to bring, you didn't even think about bringing me a 6-pack, no bottle of wine, nothing. You just brought your ass
right back to front.
But I judged and I put them in a certain category. Men, when we're out here, when you're vetting, you need to have. I do think if you're not fortunate enough to land who you want, like Sam said, you might, if you're gonna be out here as a bachelor and dating actively, you better have some things that are yes and no's that you automatically go down a list and you categorize as such. And the yes and no category is very simple. A wife and everything else. Not maybes, there's no middle ground. It's a wife for you as you see it and everything else. That's it. It's no in between. Now, if some of y'all brothers don't quite understand what all that is, y'all need to buy the book. Y'all need a list. Inbox me, bro. I promise I give you a nice little long list. I promise. It will not fail. It will not fail. Anyway.
Well, we'll put it in the book, man, and sell it.
I want to go back to something that Frank said. He was like, he didn't know anything. He was just kind of operating on, did it damage me? The reason I don't think that's a bad way to do things is because at minimum, you're looking for things that could harm you. You may not necessarily be looking for the things that you enjoy, but you are at least looking for the things that could potentially harm you.
At least looking out for yourself.
Right. So like in the context of the conversation that I had that led to this question, I was asked, well, how did you know? And I was like, I didn't. It was kind of the same thing with a certain person where when I encountered them, I felt instantly at peace. I never felt the need to raise my voice, and to date, I have not. We argue, but I don't raise my voice. Everything has always been, we'll figure out the conversation. It was never a, man, let me get ready to argue kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It was always, I'm probably going to say what I got to say, but at the same time, I feel safe enough to go back to this conversation and say, was I tripping? Like I started to second guess my own emotions. Not that my emotions were wrong, but that I wanted to make sure I was not erroneously applying my emotions to this person, because it was very important to me that this person felt safe with me. So a lot of times I don't think we know what to look for because we don't wait for the feeling of peace. Because when you do have the feeling of peace and your soul connects with that other person, it will tell you everything you need to know about dealing with them, how they should be loved, how you should be loved from them. We don't spend enough time building energy, connection, actual compatibility. We out here checking boxes. She got a car. She got a job. She cute. She got a big old booty. How does she make you feel in her presence?
Mhm.
A guy friend told me, this is years ago. He said, I can tell a good woman by if I feel safe enough to go to sleep in her house. And I was like, why? Because he said, a sleeping man has his guard down. Do I feel safe enough to let my guard down around this woman? If I do, she's probably a good person.
Mhm.
But a lot of men, you know, there's a meme going around where I had to hug her at night because she's still type stuff. You don't feel safe in her presence. So why
And
are
now,
you there?
and you want to, brothers, you want to spend the night at her house because that stops the woman from coming by your house while she's at your house. See, when you find a woman whose home you are comfortable
Put a clap at.
sleeping at. Thank you. When you find that woman, you ain't got to worry about another woman pulling up on you because you're at her house. You're at her house.
Conwell, you are fired. I'll tell you that.
I'm looking for the positive on top of the positive. The cherry on top. The cherry on top.
It's diabetes.
Sleep at her house so you don't get.
This is why Sheffy called me Pharaoh.
I'm done.
I did call you Pharaoh because you are. You're like the smartest Pharaoh animal in the
Bible. But no, y'all are actually right. I want to make this clear. When I say check boxes, I mean not these surface level things. Like you really, I think everybody should spend some time to get to know themselves, man. Man, that peace when you're around somebody, just if you and this person can be around each other and be quiet and you just good. And again, but I want to go back to what y'all said, man, about these projects. I don't understand why dudes are online arguing with women about what they bring to the table and about whether or not they're submissive. Why y'all arguing with women about these things? Why y'all having a conversation about those that you don't deem to be such? I've never understood that. Go find the ones that are. No, just go to the ones that are. Like the ones that you won't, go to them. What I truly want to say is y'all sometimes don't qualify for the ones that y'all claim y'all want.
Yep. And that's
it's very easy to say, I want the submissive, I want this, I want that. That one might not want you. See, it's easier, it's more settling for your ego to say, oh, they just don't exist. That's easier. Man, that don't exist. No, that don't want you. Real talk, that don't want you. She came across you, she saw you, y'all had a conversation. She like, nah. that one don't want you. Y'all don't want to own that part. Y'all don't want to say, damn, man, maybe them types don't want me. But they get their passport. All them types want them. So that's a whole nother.
You know why they argue
for the right price?
I think they argue with them because aesthetically, those are the ones they want. So they are angry that inwardly they're not they don't possess those wants inwardly. So the type that they like on the outside is frustrating to them, and they argue with them and try to beat them into this certain mold they want them to fit because that's what they actually want. Why else would you spend that much time going back and forth with somebody you claim you don't want? Because you really want them.
Yeah.
You're just mad because she ain't what you know. It's just the outside that you want, but she don't got the inside attributes that you want in a woman. So you wanna angrily, verbally beat it into them until they just okay, I submit to you. I
be what you want.
I guarantee if one of
and
the
they
ones
never do.
with, if she ever say, okay, you got it, then
you right.
He gonna be in her inbox
easily.
Quick.
But see, I don't understand that part. And what Sheffy said about the endurance factor makes it, dude. All you gotta do is say, "Oh, that's not it." On to the next. Oh, that's not it. On to the next. There's no way you're going to convince me that these men are interacting with women in the real world on a numbers basis, like 1, 2, 3. Like you really. There's no way you're approaching as many women that have the aesthetic that you like and digging down enough to find out if they're internally what you want, because the numbers don't add up. If a dude tell me, yeah, man, in my city, I've approached 300 women and all 300 were not internally what I want, man, I'd be shocked. I'm not saying
They probably approach
300.
5, if that.
If that. Y'all not, because they're not built to do that work. They're not built to go shoot that shot, do that work. No, because the first time they get turned down, they're gonna go put their head in the sand.
End of the world.
End of the world.
Then the other one, like you see the memes where they're saying women leave relationships when they're unhappy. Men will sacrifice themselves to do blah 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 blah. And you shouldn't, sir. Like nobody told you to do this. And if they did tell you to do this, they're wrong. Like,
they set your ass up.
Pretty much, they set you up. Cause that endurance factor is terrible advice. And I'm pretty sure it came from the old heads back in the day. But the old heads back in the day also had families cross town. So that's how he was able to endure.
That's why he was saying, yeah. I was gonna say that the old head had something else going on, so he felt like he had to, because he knew he wasn't all good.
Them old heads knew he wasn't all good. Girlfriends, wives, and boyfriends. Let's be real.
No, not the boyfriend.
They did. You know they did.
Yeah, some of them they did, but I wasn't bouncing with that. I was bouncing and I had to stop my bounce mid bounce. What? No Diddy, goddamn it. What that?
Because I mean, you gotta look at the pastor at church. Pastor at church had the first lady. He was also knocking off the head of the usher board. And the deaconess's son, who went off to college, came back a little swole. He was knocking him off too. Let's just be honest. So anybody, you just supposed to endure? No, ain't no. I'm not a believer in endurance. I don't think it serves anybody to just stay. Now, that's not to mean that at every little thing you jump up and leave.
Right.
That's to mean you make better choices from the beginning.
Yeah. No, man. As much as I love my wife, I have an eject button. Ejectocito, cuz. Because if it ever get to a point to where she's going in one direction and refuse to align so that we can go in one direction together, if she become a person that is detrimental to my well-being, I'm hitting that button.
Choose you every time. I tell any dude that's dating me, if I become counterproductive to your peace, choose you.
Yeah.
Leave me.
I tell people all the time, you have to be selfish, and they make selfish negative things. Selfish is about survival, and you have to honor yourself before you can honor anybody else or any other thing.
Because you ain't got nothing to give. You got nothing to give if you have not made sure you
in a relationship for the other person, or for because the world say don't get divorced. Divorces are seen in a negative light. Then you miserable. You're not honoring yourself, and everybody else wins, and you lose. You know, like, yeah, you got to have an eject button, like he said. Like, we're no longer aligned, and it happens. It might not be a negative, like a big old fight, you know, knockout, brawl out. We just no longer aligned. And it's okay to go your separate ways.
Yep.
But one other thing, Sam, I do want to say, Frank, Sam, whoever you are, you said you kind of like happened upon your wife, or it was by luck, and it wasn't. It was in the stars. It was a line. Now you may have not been aware, but y'all aligned and y'all met each other for a reason. And if you think about like the timeline from where you started to where you are now, you start to see like, she in my life for a reason. I'm in her life for a reason. You know, with the kids and everything that's going on, they needed you and you needed them. Yeah. You know, that wasn't by mistake, or you know, just because you was, you know, no, you didn't look up. That was in the stars.
That nigga was lucky. I don't think that nigga.
He just wasn't aware of what was going on at the time. Now he appreciated it, you know, but yeah, it wasn't luck.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, all right. Well, look at this here, man. Brought it all full circle. So,
Yeah.
look, man. Sheffy said us men, we can't pick. We don't know what it is to pick a natural woman. We don't know what the hell we doing out here. For real. Which I would disagree with. However, there's a video, there's information, and I have seen what some of the examples that Sheffy has mentioned. I've seen it happen online. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play this video and then we'll go from there. But the question is, do men really struggle to identify natural women? Like, damn,
I actually just like don't understand men and how their brains work sometimes, because today I was just minding my own business and this guy comes up to me and he's like, I just wanted to say that you are so elegant. You are such a natural beauty. Yeah, I think that a woman can take one look at me and be like, that's fake. My jawline cost $10,000. Okay? My lips are clearly fucking done. My hair is $2,000. My lashes are $200 every 2 weeks. I don't understand. Like, this is how much I can raise my eyebrows. And for some reason, and I get it all the time, men are like, you really have enough makeup on to season a fucking wok. And men are just like, you are just, they don't make them like you these days. Yes, they do. They make him down at fucking Matty's Medi Spa, okay? With a needle and a fucking scalpel. I actually just like don't.
Yeah.
I love honesty. I just love her honesty.
Absolutely. I think she made. I do think she made a valid point.
Because you can tell she got that chin done.
So I'll say this, and I'm gonna let Chef. I want you to speak on it.
Oh, go ahead.
Pictures are different than real life interaction. Now she's speaking about real life interaction, but I know Chef, you mentioned pictures. When it comes to pictures of women, let me tell you something I've done. I figured out real quick, long time ago, over a decade ago. I went and took my likes and hearts back off of pictures after I've seen what people look like in real life. I have absolutely. I'm not playing, bro. I am not. I put this on everything. There was a time I met somebody.
I've done that too.
I met somebody in person in Atlanta, and that woman did not look like even what I would say I thought a woman should look like. I questioned when it walked in the room. I was like, "Oh man, that's it's a cross dresser." Literally what I thought. And then somebody else was like, "No, that's such and such from the group." I'm like, "This wasn't Dallas for all my Dallas people. This was Atlanta." So, I remember when that happened. I was so shook. I pulled up my phone. I scrolled through. I did this. I went and took back my likes off them damn pictures. Pictures can be deceiving to anybody, but in person, bro, listen. I ain't fell for it yet. But go ahead, Chef. Go ahead, give us your take.
I see this a lot with makeup with guys. Like they'll see a woman and they're like, "Oh, she's such a natural beauty," and then I look at her and I'm like, "Yeah, she has like 3 pounds of makeup on right now, and it's just blended well and things of that nature." And now, when it comes to women who have straight hair, white women, Indian women, whatever, and they have extensions, men can never tell.
Yeah, it's hard.
They almost can never tell. You can't tell,
girl. I wouldn't have been able to pick her apart like she just. That's not.
Oh yeah, I can absolutely tell.
No, that's not her hair.
See, when you see it be real full or real long, it's usually weave.
But why can't a natural woman have that hair?
She probably, because it's the fullness that's usually the thing. And the only way I figured it out was I used to work with someone who was a celebrity, and after she finished her stuff, she would tell me, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'd spend like $800 on my hair." And I'm like, "You still spent $800 on my hair?" She's like, "Oh yeah, these are extensions." And I'm looking at her hair and I'm like, "Girl, what?"
I'm telling you.
And then she showed me the little, because she had the little tape in things. Now this was in the mid 2000s.
No, I be with women all the time. They'll be like, her tracks are showing on her, and I'll be like, how come I didn't see it? I'm like a man, I do not notice that stuff. I be like, what you present, I'm thinking it grew out your head. You were born with the lips and the cheeks and I'm like a man. I'm sorry, but yeah,
and then of course the BBLs you can always tell.
Yeah, the BBLs, BBLs and hair, I can tell because I'm with a my wife's a cosmetologist. I've dated cosmetologists. Hair, I can pick up the hair thing. Hair in
Especially
other
natural
races,
hair.
yeah.
A lot of these afros out here, wigs.
Yeah, your hair I can usually pick up on. Hair in other races, like white, Indian, not as easily, but you can kind of tell it looks fluffy too far down. Like when it's fluffy at a certain extension point, it's like that's what, because as it gets longer, the stuff gets thinner at the end.
Thinner.
It can be long, but it's not as thin up here. I mean, it's not as thick down here as it is up here. So those are kind of noticeables. But the makeup, I think when men have seen bad makeup for a long time, when a woman gets some good ass makeup done, we don't know the difference. They don't know different. They don't know. Or if she does a light, like there's a lot of women that do what they call a light beat, where they only do like the eyebrows, maybe just throw a little dust on.
What you know about a light beat?
Man, come on. I'm married. I'm married to one of these. Man, go pull up that woman's Instagram.
You said one of these.
Pull up that woman's Instagram.
Like that.
Look, listen. I'm telling you. If y'all ever pulled up on Instagram and saw her, I be not bragging. I don't, because she's not promoting right now. So she's real. She lay low. But when she promotes and people see that nail work she do and that makeup work she do, it's outstanding. So I would kind of see the difference between if she was getting ready to do something for an event where she had to do something extra, and then she just did something medium and then to nothing. And I'm like, oh, okay, so a light beat and this, that, straight. I'm like, oh, okay, that's the difference. Yeah, they're different. But then if you've ever dated somebody or encountered women who don't know what they doing with makeup, and some women are honest about it. Like I know a woman who did not know what she was doing with makeup. She used to take her ass up to the mall and go get it done. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've messed this up. Mm-hmm. So I think the bad makeup is what most men, and it's like bad and heavy, or even if it's just too heavy sometimes. I think that's what most men think. I don't want to do that. Man, look, a light beat, man, most of y'all dudes, y'all ain't gonna know the difference. Y'all ain't gonna really care. It ain't gonna come off on your shirt. You ain't gonna be worried about all that. You're gonna be happy with it.
Yeah, the whole take her to the pool on the first date like we ain't got waterproof makeup on.
Come on, bro. Like real talk. I'm like, boy, y'all mess with amateurs, boy. Y'all don't know, boy.
Or either now the whole, like, you used to just see this with Asian women where they tape their faces back, but you have like regular women of all races doing that now, and they tape their faces back under their wigs. So you get one thing on a first date and a whole other thing when you take that tape off her face.
Man, look, don't get one of the women that actually have a good full head of hair with it, and they know how to snatch a ponytail enough to give them a nice little pull. That's a thing too. It's all kind of magic tricks out here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, as long as
y'all got magic tricks too with y'all beards.
With them beards, it's always them beard with the beard and the hat and the glasses. Look at them right here. Beard, hat, glasses, right here. Look at it. That's fine, nigga, ain't? That's a fine, nigga, ain't?
Do Frank Sam like that?
We ain't been doing like that. We ain't been doing like that because my day coming. My day was last week when I ain't had a haircut. And y'all cooked me up. Y'all, there we go. Get him on here.
I need a haircut.
You bald.
I'm not.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. No, he bald. Thank you, Sheffy. Thank you.
Balding.
You ain't gonna spray your little enhancements up there to trick the women.
Wait, speaking of,
I don't put no shoe polish in my head.
Why are they spraying men like that? Like my son got a haircut last weekend for prom, and they sprayed the little stuff in his head. And I'm like, why are they doing that? I don't like that. What is that?
They spray that on my son. I hate it.
somebody told somebody that was cool, and they've continued to do it. I think it started in movies. I think men in movies started getting it filled in. I think this is what I really think happened. This is the theory. Black men started sitting next to Hispanic men with Caesar cuts, and a Hispanic man with a Caesar, it's full. There's no, because their hair lays flat to their scalp. Black men with a Caesar, outside of Denzel, which you could tell is a little, he got a little Hispanic in their blood somewhere, Latino, something in that blood. But the normal, my hair, even as full as it is, I ain't going bald, it ain't going nowhere. You can see a little scalp here and there. So men started wanting that fullness from all the way to the edge, but it looks like you got on a goddamn plastic helmet. You
My
look
baby
like
locks.
fool.
He has locks in his head.
Yeah.
Why are you
And they be
spraying his hairline? I don't make it stop. I don't like it. And
The first time a barber
sandy hair, so they try to color match. It's horrible. It's like shoe polish.
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't do that.
Go Frank
Yeah.
Sam. What were you saying?
Frank Sam. You got
Frank
Frank Sam.
Before it got popular, I never knew anything about it. I think they had just started doing it then, because my younger brother used to cut my hair. But I moved away from Decatur to Riverdale, and I was like damn near an hour away. So I went to try another barber out. Sat down in the chair, told him I want to even all over, and I realized it was just taking longer than it would take my brother to cut my hair, usually. So I didn't know what he was doing. It was just a lot of tension, like, you know, a lot of fingers around my forehead and stuff. So I was just like, okay, this is a new barber. He got his own technique. Okay, whatever. So when I went home to wash my hair, I looked in the mirror and I was like, wait a minute. Why my hairline's not as crisp as it was when I left the shop? How they wash my hair, get my line dull? So I told my brother that was cutting my hair. He was like, "Man, that nigga put some ink around your." I'm like, what the heck? I didn't ask for that. Like, this nigga magic marker my forehead. I didn't want that. But
oh man,
it's just they've taken it to putting it on their faces, like y'all niggas look like some plastic black Ken dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it either, and it's used on my son. I'm like, he's 8. I mean, he's 9.
No way.
He doesn't need it.
No way.
But he likes it, so I'm like, all
Don't
right.
need it. I haven't seen one man that hasn't had it done where I think they need it. Like, if you're
I've seen a few.
like Sam Frank, then okay. But if you're not balding, you don't need it. It's weird.
No, I think it look crazy anyway, whether you balding or not. I mean, man, let that shit go, man. Shave your head, especially if you got the head that's shaped to be shaved, man. Just knock that shit out or buzz it all the way down to the lowest point until it all just disappeared. That's what Kobe started doing. Kobe didn't do like LeBron. LeBron is gonna keep that thing going. Kobe just buzzed it. He straight buzzed. Kobe's hairline was as far back as Stephen A.
Wow.
But he buzzed it. He buzzed it so low, nobody paid attention. It just looked like he had a super low. It's like he went to the barber and said, "Hey man, give me a number 1, even all over, and let me up out of here. Give me a 0.5." He got the 0.5. He got the 0.5. He said, "Give me the 0.5 all over and let me go." Nobody knew. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
But the new toupee they got.
We call them lace fronts now.
Men getting lace fronts. Listen, between lace fronts and
Frank Sam.
Hey, I'm looking to it.
real niggas.
I'm looking
And
to
some of them look really like I've seen some glow up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they be like, you look good, sir. Just don't let me see you without it.
Let me
get some locks.
Let me tell you. When I tell you I'm gonna flambe and boil and fry and cook, let me tell you, if this dude ever show up with a new head of hair, his Facebook, I'm gonna write them jokes. I'm gonna take my time and write those jokes. I'm going live and I'm just gonna cook all day long, boy. Hell no, ain't gonna get away with
I ain't
that.
gonna say nothing. I'm just coming to the live with my hat on.
And a head full of hair.
Looking like
I'm
old.
I'm gonna put you on the big. I'm gonna put you on the big screen the whole time, and we're gonna all sit by side for every subject matter.
Wow. You ain't gotta do him like that.
You look at this. Look at this.
Self-esteem.
Look at this. Man, that lose what self?
Reclaim my youth.
Wait.
His self-esteem.
You said, oh, I thought you said I thought you said he might lose his. He don't need a self-esteem boost. I promise you. I'm talking about, listen, y'all have been sitting on here with two of the most borderline delusional men when it comes to self-esteem. Like for real. Like it's bad. He don't think that he never thought that he couldn't pull nobody. Nobody was out of his league. Nobody was ever out of our leagues. Let us tell it.
Nobody. Anybody?
And it was always they lost. Always they lost.
Yeah,
I mean,
confidence. That's the way to go.
I don't mind that. But yeah, dudes, y'all, and it's confusing to a lot of women because this is why women will say the question, do men prefer BBLs or natural? And women will say BBLs because the men are picking the BBLs thinking they're natural.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if a nigga don't know what a real booty look like, then like, was he in the basement his whole life?
No, it's some natural looking BBLs out here. Everybody ain't getting a BBL on Care Credit.
I ain't seen one yet.
Oh, I've seen some nice ones.
Me too.
So
they fill in the hips and everything. You just be like,
so
from what jiggle.
Right.
Wait, from what I've been told, I know a few brothers that done slammed up against some BBLs, and they said there is nothing like natural physical contact. There is no duplication for fat in the right spots on a woman's body. Fat has its own memory, baby. It moves, it grooves, it jiggles, it shakes and things. Anything that's not fat, we can tell. If it up here, I dated some of those little things up here. You can tell, no matter how you can tell. I don't care if they just regular C cups. Yeah, they regular C cups, they perky.
Are you saying that women are all fat? Like there's muscle there too, okay?
No. I'm just saying. I'm saying.
So you know, like wait a minute.
No. So between fat and muscle, right? I know the difference between fat and muscle. If it ain't fat, it ain't muscle, it ain't bone. I know the goddamn difference. When you know the difference when you hitting up against something. When you go grab. When you put your hands in dough and you knead the dough and the dough, your hands sink in it. You know,
BBLs be feeling like brick walls.
Listen. It's like seasoning meat. It's like I know the difference between a brisket. I know the difference between dough. I can make some dough and I can go get my brisket ready. I know the difference. Now you bring me some plastic. I'm gonna tell you that's goddamn plastic. That ain't no brisket and that ain't no dough. Even if it look good. So I'm saying I know the feel, even if your eyes can't tell, these hands know.
Speaking of feel, have y'all ever been to the strip club and you touch on their booty and they skin be so soft? Don't their skin be so soft?
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, they be real well moisturized.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
We should do a live from a strip club one day.
Let me tell y'all who ain't gonna go. The booty man ain't going. Listen.
You know how we gonna get him to go? We gonna get Kira to go.
No, he still ain't gonna go. Me and him have had this conversation. No, me and him have had this. So I'm gonna tell them this conversation. I'm gonna tell it. He said, even if they go together, he said, I can't enjoy myself. He said, I bet not look like I'm overly enjoying myself. And you know what? I was like, because listen, I thought about that as a man. How much can we actually enjoy ourselves in the presence of? And I'm thinking of max level enjoyment or another level. There's levels. So
but that's what you're there for.
But with your woman is different. See,
I used to live in the strip club with my ex. So
see, I don't know. See, it would depend, man. It would depend on what my old lady's allowed to witness. Like, cause I'm gonna take it the first time we go. I'm gonna do the most, so I can get told don't ever do that again. So the first time I know, the first time I'm gonna enjoy it. The first time I'm gonna enjoy that shit. But then after that, I don't think there's gonna be no, because she's gonna be like, okay, Manuel, when you did this, you put your face there that's not healthy. Don't I don't want that. You could have got pink eye. That's gonna be what she tells me after we go. You know what I'm saying? You could have got stripped, and you look what you was doing. That's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? So, but see, he's not gonna push that line like I'm gonna push it. He ain't. So the booty man, trust me, the booty man, he ain't.
Here's the thing. I don't want to give her no ammunition because I believe in, if I don't do it, I'm not gonna be comfortable with you doing it. So I don't want to be like Chance the Rapper when he was down there around that girl booty at the
festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I did something like that, then she can say, "Well, I'm gonna go enjoy myself." What can I say? No, I don't want you grinding up on it.
Smart man. Smart man.
Yes.
Smart
Right.
man.
Whatever.
I guess.
y'all not living. Y'all living
Right.
Listen,
We
no,
gonna go clap this booty together, baby.
I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live. Mm-hmm.
I be like, you swipe the credit card that both our names on down.
There was a lady once upon a time that took me to a burlesque show, and we had a good burlesque. Is cool, man. Like if you can't do strip clubs with your old lady, you can at least do burlesque. The culture of burlesque, the environment is cool. You just got to be careful on where you're going, because you mess around and get into the wrong burlesque in the wrong neighborhood, it's gonna be something dangling that's gonna come out there.
Or the Claremont.
Bitch. Oh no, the Claremont, hell no. God, that's back in the day. But I went to
no. You can't skim past that. What goes on at Claremont?
It ain't there no more. But is it still there?
It's not. It's still. I thought it's still there.
I don't think the Claremont is still there no more. Oh, okay, it might be.
I think it's still there. But child, let me look.
The Claremont used to turn into a little strip joint after hours, bro. It was something going on in that little basement. But anyway, with burlesque,
yeah,
man,
it's a strip club. Yeah, it's still there. It was a strip club for old ladies.
Yeah.
Like the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
What?
Ew.
So you see, sugar mama.
And that's what a burlesque is more like a artistic, high scale. Well, I'm talking to him, not y'all. Y'all, I know y'all know y'all listen.
I don't see Moulin Rouge.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I recommend burlesque for those that, if you can't do strip club, you can at least do burlesque, because you can enjoy it.
Yeah.
In its limitations. So start there. Y'all started the burlesque, and then graduate to strip club. Yeah. And then you graduate to the what's his name? To the
what,
the
Eyes Wide Shut?
No, yeah, sex club. Yeah. That's your final level, boy.
Are there any even left in
There's too much
Atlanta?
graduating going on.
In Atlanta?
Yeah.
Lifestyle clubs in Atlanta?
There, you okay now? Wait a minute, because there's two different types of lifestyle we talking about here.
Well,
you got your BDSM, and then you got your swingers.
Both in Atlanta still. There's not one here in where we live. There's not. We've looked. We ain't found now, so we might have to open one somewhere.
Dallas.
That is most big cities, major cities. Most of them have one or two.
Tampa has this place called Caliente. It's a whole hedonistic like resort.
Ooh, woo.
You can walk around in there like out.
Tampa? Mm-hmm. Tampa retirement city, ain't
it? No, not Tampa.
That's the other side.
Around Tampa might be. You go south of like Naples and Sun City. Yeah, those are retirement areas. But Tampa proper? Oh no, Tampa proper off the chain. You go down oh God, what's the name of the street? We used to go down there every freaking weekend. There's a strip there that's kind of like what you call it in New Orleans?
I know what you're talking about. Bourbon.
Yeah. It's like Bourbon Street. What is the name of the? And now I'm mad because I live there and we go there all the time, and I can't think of the name of the street. Tampa Street Clubs. Dang it! What is the name of this freaking street? It's gonna rupture my nerves until I find it. We can keep going. I'm gonna find it though.
Calle Ocho in Miami. Calle Ocho in Miami is a good one. You got all the boutique motels as well as a couple of little clubs and little. Listen, you can hourly motels and all that stuff, and they're pretty nice. They're really nice hourly motels too. It ain't the ones where you catch people shooting up.
Hourly motels.
Man, listen. When I tell you, you talking about mirrors on the ceiling.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just saying.
You talking about the good ones, the good, like the good ones. I ain't talking about the ones where they in there shooting up and there's body marking tape and all other stuff. Now
it still sound like them bed sheets gonna be some fly paper.
Man, listen, don't care about that, man. Don't care about that, man. If you go to a lifestyle club,
you there for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, you man, bring a towel, throw something. Listen,
wow.
Listen, all these drawbacks. Look, Sam, we're gonna get you to quit having all these drawbacks. You just gonna do it. Man, look, Kara gonna slip some of your drink one day and she gonna video everything y'all do, and this is gonna be it. She gonna diddy you.
I'm so
she gonna diddy you.
Remember the name of the street.
Man, she ain't finna run out there. She should be talking.
She gonna diddy you anyway. So so the next one I want to talk about, we gotta talk about Cameron's response. And what I want to know about Cameron's response is like how men expect them to react when they get information or they hear negative information about friends and what's it called?
That's Ybor City is the party area in Tampa. It's Ybor.
Ybor City. All right.
Yes.
So I know y'all heard Cameron. I don't know if y'all heard Cameron respond when he was asking questions about Diddy. Some of it I found funny, some of it I found detestable, but I'm like, how are men supposed to respond in those moments? I'm gonna play it. How are men supposed to respond in these moments?
Thanks for being here. First, when you saw that video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel, did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video is egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that trafficking, minors, domestic violence. I'm totally against it. So when I seen the video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it. Being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it. But
did you recognize
everything
him?
I just said?
Did you recognize that kind of anger at all from your experiences?
I don't know him like that. What did you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him. So yeah, it was him.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me to decide. It's for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mace. Listen.
Yeah.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me that's out here crying and shit, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace know Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said. And of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out. I mean, I might get some more information out of Mace from there, but for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting
Cameron,
around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Man, come on, man. That's
Thanks for
crazy,
joining
man.
us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I understand his frustration if he didn't know that's what he was coming on for. The last part of the question, I felt he could have answered that as far as the industry. But what I want to know is, like, how much, and this question is to women more than men.
Lord.
What do y'all expect us to know about our friends and peers? How do y'all expect us to react when information comes out?
I mean, what is friends and peers? Like in Cameron's situation, it's like he knew Diddy, but he didn't know Diddy like Mace knew Diddy.
Right.
So his level of access to information is going to be different.
Right.
So I would have to consider that. Like, is that your boy or is it just somebody you know?
But what if it is his boy? So let's just say it's your boy. What are we supposed to? Because I can say for men, or I can tell you what we know and we don't know. There's not a single man in my life that knows where everybody's buried. Not one. I can promise you, there's no man that knows everything about his boys and all his dealings with his children, family, and friends. None. That exists. That's a zero. So what is it that women expect men to know about men? Because men aren't like women. We don't sit on the phone and at every little turn share the details of the ups and downs. We do not. I put that on. There's
y'all
no
do that in
way.
the barbershop.
We don't even do it then. There's no man on earth. I can tell you now. See, y'all think y'all know, and this is what I want to break this down for women.
Yeah, I think I know. I be in the barbershop. I'm telling you what
Even
I
what you
hear.
even what you hear in the barbershop, it is a facsimile of real life. It is still limited information. So with what men know about men, even their best friends, brothers, family, peers, it pales in comparison to what the reality is. Why do y'all think serial killers get away with being serial killers? A serial killer ain't running to his best boy. Hey, bro, I got John Wayne Gacy wasn't like, hey, bro, I got a whole bunch of bodies up under the door.
Serial killers don't typically have guy friends.
They do. John Wayne Gacy was the most notable person in that community. Everybody knew and revered this man,
They
and he
knew
had
him,
bodies
but he
under
didn't have friends.
Okay, there's some sociopaths. I'm being specific. John Wayne Gacy had bodies under the dang stairs and was revered in his community. Damn near this man was the honorary mayor of his community. What I'm saying is,
right.
The point is, women got to stop expecting that men know all the ins and outs of their male peer group. I can promise you, we don't, because I know mine don't as it relates to me. And we don't dig for that information either. We don't go say, hey, man, tell me your deepest, darkest secrets that you've never had, boy. I need to know everything about you. No, this stuff filters out over years. It filters out over years. Sam is finding out stuff about me that took place 10 years ago. To this day, every couple of months, he finds out something from a decade or more ago. I'm like, what the? And it's the same thing. I'm like, wait, what, when? And it's not always good or bad. Sometimes it's good, sometimes bad. Which is me, it's almost always bad. I can tell you. It's almost always detestable. But I'm saying, you find out stuff over a lifetime. I found out stuff about him and his brothers. I'm like, wait, when did that happen? Oh, man, yeah, that's when we was XYZ. And I'm like, y'all niggas was some fools. We don't know these things about each other on the deepest levels. We don't have an intimacy like women. We're not each other's diaries and journals. So I asked, what is it that they expect? What is it that women expect men to know about men?
Why is this a woman thing? Why is it what women expect?
Yeah.
Because every single post I have ever seen is, y'all be knowing y'all boys. Y'all know men. I don't ever say y'all know what y'all girls is up to. If I'm not one of them dudes say if your girl a hoe or you a hoe. I don't do that because you might not know your girl's a hoe. But most women do. From what most women tell me they do. They say they do. Oh yeah, I knew she wouldn't. But most men, men don't trade sexual exploits and tales like that. We don't all do that.
You lying.
Men are the most.
Wait. You gonna tell me I'm lying? You gonna tell me I'm lying? Wait, I'm saying some dudes.
Boys may not, but you got a whole bunch of diarrhea mouth dudes around here.
Yeah, that's true.
Be lying on their penis so hard.
That is true. So, but what I'm saying is, we still, even then, we don't know the deep ins and outs, man. I'm telling you, it is stuff you will find out about men. There's stuff that my homeboys don't know about mutual homeboys that I know, and we just don't know. So I'm not saying that everybody associated with Diddy didn't know. I'm saying a lot of them probably didn't to certain degrees. But what I will say, in his world is different because as a celebrity, the rumors start to fly. And I can say one thing for sure. If a rumor got out about me, something crazy, and it gets to that man right there, he gonna say, hey, bro. Hey, man. I heard, and the guy heard such and such.
What's up with that? People knew he was bold enough to do this in a hotel hallway.
Yeah.
He's done it plenty of times. Yeah, even before this video came out, the stuff that she released or that she said that was released was a lot of it was in front of people. Like
so this only applies to celebrity men then.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No,
yeah, it better.
General.
On
purpose. I mean, on person. He did not give a fuck. He did not care. He did that stuff in front of celebrities, workers. Like, it didn't matter. He did that. He didn't hide nothing because
he was bold. Okay.
The law, and he thought he was invincible. And I mean, like, if you can do that stuff in the hallway, and that's not knowing cameras are there, somebody could open a door and see, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck the cameras. People can open their door and watch you. So he didn't care. So of course he did that in front of his friends and family, her friends and staff members and all that. Yeah, they knew.
He seemed like the type that wanted people to know.
Like R. Kelly.
Yeah.
R. Kelly recorded everything, face all in the camera, everything, and still got off.
So y'all are making a distinction between the differences. There is that bold power trip dude that's willing to try to show people, hey man, this is what I do, this is what I can do, this is what I'm gonna do. And my thing, so my thing to the men in those circles is if you remain in that circle as a man, you're complicit.
Yep.
I 100% believe you're complicit because you have an opportunity to say, if that's how that motherfucker's moving, I'm out. Like I'm gonna be over here. Like, I don't know if y'all saw what Benny Siegel had to say about Diddy when they asked him. He said, "Did you ever go to them parties?" And he said, "No." He said because the moment I knew, he said he knew by word of mouth what was up with that dude before. So he just was like, "Nah, I'm not." Some people gonna find out the hard way. I'm gonna go to the party. I'm gonna see something going on in the corner. Oh shit! And they're gonna remove themselves, never come back. Some people, they gonna hear the rumors and they saying I ain't gonna even go. But I'm thinking about the motherfuckers that's actually. So there's a difference between, I guess, the acquaintances that are there witnessing and still like, all right, we're gonna still rock with old dude.
Uncle Luke said he didn't go to the parties. Uncle Luke's peep show said he didn't go to Diddy parties. That lets you know right then and there what was going on at them parties.
But now it makes sense why Mace made his exit.
Because, absolutely. Absolutely.
But like, we're not talking about the old regular ass podcast niggas. We talking about celebrities and you know, niggas with big names. Like,
I'm talking about regular podcast dudes too.
Who
how?
They not.
I'm gonna tell you how.
They not.
Tell me how.
Pulling the plethora of women and power.
No, they're not
power tripping and stuff because they can't pull those women. We talking about the.
Whoa! Calm down. Calm down. Hold on.
If I was single,
shit.
We not talking about. We not talking about y'all. We talking about them podcast niggas that be.
Oh, okay.
We talking about the white ass podcast niggas that be bitching.
The reason I bring up regular dudes is because of one simple fact. Now I know you can't call Sam to be your by alibi.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh,
and Sam ain't cheating.
Yeah.
So you couldn't do it with him, but I'm sure you have a homeboy that you've called in the past.
Oh no. Oh no, never. I put that
okay,
on.
Maybe you have.
Yeah.
But plenty homeboys.
I see what you're saying.
I see what you're saying. Call you. Just say I see what you're
saying. I see what you're saying. Yes. Okay.
Stuff.
Damn.
So
damn.
Yep. Typically, birds of a feather. So you won't tell Sam you cheating because you know Sam gonna, hey man, you ain't supposed to do that.
I ain't gonna tell Sam. I ain't gonna tell
a sermon for you and pray for you.
Yeah.
So this is why he may not have known about a lot of your escapades.
Man, none of my homeboys knew
you for it.
I would say this: almost all of my homeboys, with the exception of one, and the only reason he knew is because if I came up missing, I needed somebody to be able to say, "I think he came up missing because this woman found out what he was doing." Yeah, that real talk. I actually hit this dude up one time and said, "Hey, bro, I don't know what might happen in this situation right here, so I need you to know what's going on over here. It sounds wild. I'll give you the backstory later, but hey, this is what's going on." But to your credit, Chef, you are right.
Birds of a feather.
A lot of men, yeah.
I've always done. I'm talking about when dudes know, like, no, you may not know that dude was a pedo. You may not. However, the signs are usually there.
Yeah. There's some stuff. There. I think there is some things we know. There's some things we might, but man, I know the way my peer group is, Brent. They if they see something that look out of order, they ain't gonna let me just sit there like, oh man, I ain't gonna say nothing to him because he grown. That I ain't gonna say nothing to you grown because he grown stuff. We don't know how to do that. I mean, we gonna say something. You gotta explain that. Right. You gotta explain that. You know, but so yeah, you using the homeboys as an alibi, that is a thing. I refuse to do because one thing I never wanted the blowback. If anything went down, I never wanted my homeboys to get the phone call and motherfucker, you knew you ain't shit. I none of. I wanted them to be shocked. If anything went left, I need them to be seriously absolved of any information.
Then they could be like, he could never do something like that.
No, they wasn't gonna say that either. They was so see that's the look. They wasn't gonna they'll say damn man, I thought that nigga was better than that, but yeah. Damn, man. Shit, that nigga on wheel struck again. It you know what I'm saying? It's a different type of conversation. So I can.
It was only that only happened once to where I had to say I knew, and that one time was enough to be like, hey, moving forward,
no more.
I don't want to know nothing. So I can honestly say, damn, that got past me too. We both clueless. Let me call this nigga real quick.
So you wouldn't be like, nah, he would never. You're gonna be like, oh, we both clueless. You're not gonna like.
Now, if he did something and told me about it, and then he was discovered, and it was brought to me, I'm not gonna be like, I'm just be like,
Like, it's just terrible.
I'm not gonna lie for him.
He ain't gonna lie. He ain't gonna lie for me, boy. I'm telling you. Ain't gonna be. I don't think I got I don't think I got homeboys. None of them gonna lie for me.
No, I gotta keep my.
Plenty dudes out here lying for their homeboys.
I think I got maybe two that if a phone call comes from them and it's a number, and they're like, hey man, I got a missed call from your wife, man. What's going on? You good? You straight? I might have one or two that like, hey man, you good? You straight? I think I got a missed call from. Everything okay? I might have one or two, but I don't. They just don't. Nobody wants to be caught up in nobody else's bullshit.
The most I say, y'all need to have a conversation. I ain't gonna get in y'all business, but y'all need to have a conversation.
And then I'm gonna get chewed. That part. Because any of my homeboys gonna chew me out.
Yeah, because I don't want to be involved in nothing. Like, don't have me, damn, a culprit. I don't want to ride in that sidecar.
But then let's be clear. Then there's levels to everything. If my partners found out that I was laying hands, a vehicle might pull up, an unmarked vehicle might pull up in front of this crib. At an odd time, they might put me in that vehicle, and they ain't gonna get rid of me, but I'm gonna be lumped up. I firmly 100, and my dad's gonna also be in the passenger seat. Absolutely 100% certain of that. Everybody gonna be there came and got a lick in. Or if it was something like I wasn't taking care of my children, what? I'm getting pulled up on. I might get left missing. You see, there's levels. You know what I'm saying? There's levels of egregiousness to what us men do. We're like, oh man, we gotta go get that. We gotta go get that man. Easy. But these men of power and these celebrity men, they have people in their circles that want something, they want access, they want money, they want celebrity, they want fame. That, you know, P. Diddy's been a gatekeeper. So I would say 98% of the people in his circle are there because of what he can do for them. And he knows it. And I think when people know that, that's like absolute power corrupts absolutely. When they know that you are around me because I'm your lifeline to the lifestyle you're accustomed to, well, you ain't finna say nothing about what I do. Why would you? Because the moment you do, I'm gonna cut you off. You can't roll with us no more.
Over with.
Which is sad. Which is sad too.
My brother had a high school friend, and dude was cool to death. He was like damn part of the family. Cool everybody. But it came out that he had went missing, and then found out that he was locked up for messing with a minor. Still in jail. My brother was like, I don't know that nigga. Damn. And when I say this nigga, he was like, this nigga was like family. And just like that, he was like, man, I don't know that nigga. And his name is never spoken of. So that there is levels to it. Some stuff you can be like, pull you to the side, hey man, we need to talk. Find out what's going on with you. Other things like, I don't know that nigga.
I think all men need to operate. We got to have a line that's drawn to where we excommunicate you for your deeds. Mm-hmm. There's no coming back. There's no coming back for Diddy. There's no coming back for R. Kelly. If I had a Diddy or R. Kelly in my circle, there's no coming back.
Oh wait.
Jack Harlow has a song called what's the name of that freaking song? Gang Gang. And he talks about their homeboy Kevin. And Kevin got hemmed up for like raping girls. And he's like, nah, not our Kevin. Kevin. And yeah, he talked about how all of his friends like excommunicated dude after they found out.
You got to.
Yeah.
Because if you see in communities around the world, there's power in the excommunication. It's traumatizing. It forces you to reflect. It forces you, and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you may become more of a deviant than you are and go live amongst your deviants, and that's fine too. Whatever it is, we will not be associated with you, and you won't have the resources of that community either. A lot of times, community is a resource. Like if you fall on the worst of times, you can send around. You should be able to send a collection plate around to your homeboys and say, "Hey, man, this is what I got going on." But if we know that you partaking in certain things, bro, you done, man. No, man, you can't reach out to us for nothing. The only people can reach out to us now is the ex-wife and the kids. Not you. And he done.
Because my position is, I take maintaining my integrity very seriously. And my integrity is not going to be compromised off of something that another nigga did. If my integrity is going to be tainted, it's going to be something that
something I enjoyed.
Like, nigga, you ain't finna get your rocks off doing whatever you want to do, and then they be like, wait a minute, ain't Sam his homeboy?
Mm-mm.
No, he ain't.
I don't know that nigga.
I don't know that
nigga. That Frank Horn nigga.
Yeah, that's what it has to come to. It really that's what it has to come to. But I'm telling you, that's where fame and fortune, like, what are you willing to do, right, to maintain that stuff? Like, to me, like, okay, yeah, let's just say your favorite rapper or your favorite entertainer, you see him in the grocery store line. Like, real talk, you see them bagging groceries somewhere, and you come to find out, yeah, later on, oh, well, that dude was bagging groceries because he wouldn't sign off on the bullshit that all these other people was doing. Yeah, you like that's a tough position to be in as an individual, but your integrity, like Sam said, man, your integrity can stand up to that, man. You got some integrity. If you're willing to say, hey man, I'll start all over from scratch with nothing rather than be associated with these dudes just to have something.
Right.
That's what it got to come to.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's what it got to come to. Right, but yeah, I think Mace, boy. I mean, not Mace, Cameron, boy. Goddamn, boy. He still was uncouth about the whole thing. He was not. I'm telling you, he was blindsided by that. I think had he been prepped, he would have still gave dry responses, but he wouldn't have been as aggy.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been as aggy. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe he wouldn't have took the darn. You know how them news people.
He probably wouldn't have taken the meeting.
Yeah. So a lot of people won't even take the meeting.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, your boy Drizzy, Sheffy's favorite artist. He apparently he might have faked his he might have juicy smoothiered us, man. he might have done it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we talked about it, but there's now
you called it, didn't you?
Man, I did, man. That's the first thing came to my mind, man. I'm like, come on now. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it.
Operating here outside the house. Have a look at that vehicle. Jungle Lion Security presents itself as Canada's #1 provider of security services. But no one answered our repeated calls, and the
literally hiring security.
I'm sorry.
#1 provider of security services. But no one answered our repeated calls, and the firm doesn't appear to have a website. We obtained Ontario Transportation Ministry records showing the license plate on the company's vehicle is registered to Aubrey D. Graham, better known as Drake. And the only person listed in the security firm's public profile is the man seen next to Drake in this video, his reported head of security, known to fans as Chubbs.
Drake literally hiring security guards to fake a shooting is next level wicked. Toronto police have launched an investigation into the shooting that happened outside of Drake's house and have uncovered that it was Drake all along. Not only that, the mole has come forward via Twitter with extensive evidence proving that Drake did not hire him, and he is telling Drake he has 24 hours to respond with a lawyer or else.
CBC News has learned more about the security.
Man, now look, this is alleged. Somebody tell me why. Why would he do this?
Cause he lame as hell.
Make Kendrick look bad.
I mean, Diddy shot Pop.
Allegedly. I mean, like, why would I fake somebody drive? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's levels to it, man. Like, this makes you look bad. It doesn't make you look good.
It just confirms what real niggas already knew. And what Kendrick had pointed out and highlighted. this nigga is fake. This nigga is fake. The whole persona, the whole personality he tried to sell is fake.
I just be trying to figure out where y'all thought he was real though. Like
people still think he real.
Drake has always been a caricature. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's how I can listen to his music, because it's like I'm not listening to him for substance.
You remove yourself from that. Yeah. You remove that from it.
I like the beat and you got nice bars. Like,
right. That's it.
I don't think you know hard, dude, because every time I've ever seen him in an interview, he's awkward and weird. Goofy. Like that interview y'all posted in the group of him with Angie Martinez. You know,
yeah. That was so bad. That was so cringe.
Man, it was terrible. But the time when I was like, this fool really lame is the video he did with Chris Brown. And he was up there trying to dance. And he was doing it jokingly, but it's like, he's like really a cute lame. And it's okay to be that. And I just listen to the music. The music's good. That's it. So I don't know why people thought this man was hard to begin with. So that makes me think the dudes who thought he was hard, y'all lamer than him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, I think the dudes that thought he was authentically cut from a certain cloth. I don't know if it's hard.
How though? How?
I don't know how they thought that. No, I don't know how he thought that.
I don't know bang in the dang snow like.
They hold on. Every major city, has a hood
instead of guns.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Every major city has a hood. Everywhere you go, there's a. I don't think he's from there.
Every major city has a hood.
He's not from there.
Drake was from the hood.
Nobody. Nobody ever should have even gave nobody.
You can't pull a trigger wearing mittens. Them niggas ain't banking in Toronto.
It's messed up. Toronto gonna come for you. They're gonna pull up.
Let them come.
They're gonna
go right back up
there. They're gonna pull up on you. They're gonna pull up. Toronto got some gangsters in Toronto. That's like saying they ain't got none in Britain or England or wherever they from over there in Europe.
Man,
they got some gangsters in them cold areas, man.
Okay, they may have gangsters, but they ain't.
It ain't Drake. So it ain't Drake.
Banging. It's too cold to freaking bang.
Maybe they bang in the summer when it warm up. Sun's out, guns out. Y'all ain't never heard sun's out, guns out. Y'all thought that meant we flexing muscles. We flexing the fofo, but a fofo, but a fofo, but a fofo. Y'all seen that fool video of the fofo, but a fofo, but a fofo. That nigga be having me laughing. Myron.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But yeah, man, Drake, man.
Over here in tears. You can't this is bang with mittens.
But see, but herein lies a larger issue, man. If you faking and they find out, if this is ever confirmed that this is real, the money he gonna have to spend to suppress this, he now puts himself in a situation where now that's why you don't do shit, right? You don't do things that can do this much harm to your reputation, because now somebody somewhere has you on the hook. It's like extortion. It's like, oh yeah, we know what you did, so how you gonna take care of me so I don't put this out?
Right.
Somebody was saying that in regards to Diddy and even R. Kelly, like at a certain point, you done pissed off the right or wrong person, and they like, all right, now we can let all this information that we know, we can let it all out now. All these videos and this camera and this information that we was holding on to because this person was that person. This person ain't that person no more. Now we can let the dogs off the leash. Like, this is why you just don't move a certain way. It's just better not to.
Right.
It's so much better. And everybody likes to say all these celebrities got certain stuff, dirt on their nails. I don't believe that. I believe a lot of these dudes, they do their job, they do their talent, whatever it nets them, they take that money and they go live their life somewhere and they sit down. Denzel been living his life somewhere for years, sitting down. Samuel been living his life somewhere for years, sitting down. Certain rappers been living their life somewhere for years, sitting down. Nas been sitting down for years. They just be sitting down. Like, hey, maybe they're not the billionaires. They don't have the millions on top of the millions like Diddy and some of these big ones, but they got enough money to not worry about money. And they just sit their ass down somewhere.
Yeah.
So I think, man, like I don't. It's starting to look like, man, when you got a certain level of money, though, that boy, it's just a matter of time. And Jaguar Wright, she keep mentioning Jay-Z. She keep mentioning him too. That name keep on. She like, it's coming.
I don't think if you remember correctly, I think it was Beyonce's Bodyguard where he came out talking about all of the stuff, talking about she always high, he always getting her drunk and stuff. Things like that. I don't think there's I don't think anybody's necessarily innocent so much as this. I don't think everybody's out here being pedos.
Right.
People may have done some dirt to people. I'm pretty sure Jay-Z has probably had his share of people that he's done wrong, and probably Beyonce too. So, but that's kind of the nature of the industry.
And I think they all party like rock stars. I think
they
all because they are. I think they all party on a level that we don't understand because they've already done what we've done so many times over. They got to turn it up a notch.
Yep. So everybody's snorting blow.
Everybody, man, listen. I told y'all, man. If I'd have been back in the 70s, I know good and well, man. I'd have been on that cocaine. I'd have been turned. I'd have been turned up. Yeah, I'd have been a high functioning cokehead if I'd have came out of the 70s. No doubt. No doubt. A bump in the evening, a little bit of cognac, and I'm good. Regularly.
I do think he did this to take the heat off of. I think that. Yeah. I think he was embarrassed, and this might be a ploy to gain some petty sympathy. I think he's like that.
Look at what beef got me. See, this is why we need to not beef. Stuff like this happens. Yeah. I can see it.
Lame nigga.
You mad at that nigga for being lame, ain't
it? Because, man, it's like that always like frustrated me because you don't have to be.
No.
Just be yourself. Especially now when every type of nigga is accepted. You don't gotta be one way to be the popular kid.
Absolutely don't.
You got all these subsections or subsects of people to where you can find your tribe and thrive in that environment.
But you have to consider, and this is something that's true about many people who are biracial, they don't know who they are.
Man,
because they're not accepted on either side.
You just mentioned that. I thought about that earlier, and I'm just like, there is always that, even with our dialogue we had about the Latinos or the Hispanics, there's always the indigenous don't accept me, and the supremacists don't accept me. So which way do I go? Do I find a way to go low, or do I try to elevate my lineage because that's the only thing I can do? Do I further water my and you're right, man, because in a lot of cases, you don't got no home nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
And everybody's always pressed about who he chose as his son's mom. He chose his mom.
Only thing he chose, that nigga just got some porn star coochie and lost his mind.
Nah, because I'm pretty sure that it's kind of thrown at him in a lot of cases, and it's not necessarily the ones he wants versus a lot being thrown at him. But at the same time, like he said, it was a line in one song. He was talking about how lately he's been on white women. And like right after that was when his son came out. So, it's one of those things where he has tried to fit into the Black community, the U.S. Black community, because of course all the Canadian rappers are trying to get hot down here, and then at the same time, you a Jewish guy who actually never really grew up in that. So what do? You pick the caricature. And as the caricature changes, in order for you to maintain that you are this person, you have to change with it. So as you get older, because when we talked about this too, we are now experiencing middle-age, midlife crisis Drake, who never really owned his own identity in the first place. So he keeps reinventing himself with the next generation of rappers that comes through to stay relevant. Not realizing that you could just be a mentor as you are and just be you. Because that's what all the other old heads did. And they're still dropping albums. But you don't want to necessarily be Big Boy, who has been in the game forever but hasn't actually grown very much as a lyricist. So I get it. I get why the transformation happens. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you got to grow up.
You said Big Boy?
Yes, I did.
From Outkast?
I did.
Yeah, he's not lyrically no different than he was from day one.
He's the same dude.
He's the same dude.
Still rapping about the same stuff: pills, pill popping, and girls and women's.
Big Boy rapping about pill popping?
Yes.
Still, his flow is the same. Everything about Big is the same. His flow is the same.
He has not grown.
And honestly, I can't say it's the worst, but I can say it's something I can recognize. Some don't change. They just stick with what they've been sticking with, and it's the same thing, and they ain't gonna change.
You forget this the man who got caught on the cruise with all them Viagras.
Oh, you know those name, boy. What do
I mean, Viagra.
And a bunch of other pills too, Molly's and all of that.
Yeah,
and you in your late 40s.
Let me tell you something, man. They talk about this, man. Go talk. There's a lot of information out. Men are doing the drugs, and then they're doing the stuff to keep it up, because the drugs naturally keep it down. Alcohol and all that other stuff, it make it go down. So what they doing is they making sure they take something to give it up when everything going down. That shit will kill you.
Yeah.
That combination of things will kill you. You're telling your body not to react the way it's supposed to react when you introduce substances. So you introduce altering substances to make your body do what you want it to do. That will kill you.
Yep. And what's crazy about it, LL Cool J came out saying that he wished Andre and Outkast and Big Boy would come back to do an album, and Dre was like, "We're on two different paths." And we knew they were on two different paths after the first album, but they still found cohesion.
Yeah.
Up until Love Below, Speaker Box, and that's when you saw, okay, Andre is growing as an artist. He's trying new things. Big Boy's still doing the same thing. You gotta look at, let's say, the progression of Childish Gambino. He started out rapping about certain things, but he's now progressing as an artist. So, as a rapper in the game, to stay relevant, you have to progress. And I think a lot of them, I think in Drake's case, he confuses being popular with progression.
Mm-hmm.
Versus
and acceptance. Popularity
right.
and acceptance as progression.
Right.
Yeah.
Versus you go back and listen to Illmatic, then you go listen to King's Disease 3. Like, the maturity
just growth.
Is amazing.
It's just growth. It's just constant growth.
Tremendous growth. He ain't still rapping about banging. He still story tells, and he'll tell a story about banging, but he ain't still glorifying it. He's talking about, we all out here and got money, let's get together and build some shit, you know? So when you grow as an artist, you start talking about different things. Nicki Minaj is another one who has not grown as an artist.
And it's so obvious. And that's why she's arguing with the young girls that are coming in the game, talking about what she used to be talking about. Yeah, and they like mom, they're like mama,
married woman.
Yeah, they like auntie, go sit down. They like auntie, go sit down. She's like, no, I don't want to go sit down. I want to tell you it don't work. It doesn't
Even
work.
Cardi, who hadn't even been in the game as long as her, grew as an artist. She started talking about her kids and her family. Yeah, she talking about some WAP, but she's talking about it with her husband.
It was an episode of Atlanta where Paperboy, he met up with these guys. I believe they were like retired rappers too, and his career was kind of, it had blew up. At this point, it was kind of like plateaued a little bit. So they was telling him, find you one of these little rich white boys that
yeah, I remember that.
You can explore. You seen the episode?
Mm-hmm. That was when they were in Amsterdam.
Now, I think this was after Amsterdam, when he found it was the teenage white boys that they were mentoring.
Yeah, you're right. It was when they got back from Amsterdam. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Yeah. So I think there is a time to where you do have to just let it go to an extent and elevate to a different position in the industry. But as far as if we're still talking about Drake, I don't think he will, because mentally he's still a kid that enjoys being the center of attention. And because that video, I think I put it in the group chat when he was like, I probably posting in the group. I put it somewhere, but anyway, he was like, I live this rap lifestyle. And he was like, Kendrick got a family, J. Cole got a family, and they go off, they put it to the side, and they spend time with their family, but I live this rap life. And I was like, nigga.
Like, that is not a flex at all.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not a flex.
I'm like, you don't understand what you just said? Like, that's admirable what you just said they do. And that's when, that's when I put in the group, Sheffield, when I was like, don't this nigga got a child? Don't he got a family?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you not taking time out to raise your son? Because you dropping album after album after album, you can't be spending that much quality time raising your son.
Right.
And it's obvious. We don't have to see you being neglectful, but we see you being neglectful indirectly because you've prioritized this music and living this rap lifestyle. And we, being adults with common sense and parents ourselves, know that you can't live a rap lifestyle.
Can't do both
while being a quality father.
Yep.
You can't possibly do both. It's like athletes talk about the same thing. Like at a certain point in their lives, if they have long careers, the veterans talk about the disassociation that they have with the youngsters, because the youngsters coming into the league, the rookies, they enjoying the spoils of being new athletes with notoriety and money, and they got wives and children, and they got kids in AAU, and I'm like, yo, when we have home games, they back at home. The young dudes, they on the town, and that's the way it's supposed to be. As you get older, you start settling down. You're supposed to, and so I guess that's where the issue, I think y'all correctly probably diagnosed what it is with Drake is, man, he's holding on to something. He don't want to progress in that way. He definitely wants to be accepted for something that he's not, and he's got a lot of stuff going on that definitely needs to be addressed by himself. If he just took a year away from hip hop, just take a year. Sit down somewhere. Sit down. Go spend time with your kids, your friends, your family, man, and then pop out with something, and then let it be different. Let it show growth. It would not hurt. It would not hurt. It actually would help.
Yeah.
Because so many artists do the same damn thing. You just see them disappear when they hit a certain age. When they stop trying to drop an album, boom, 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 they just stop. And then here they come with just one every once in a while. That's when the grown rappers, that's what they do. They just drop an album every once in a while.
That's why it be quality bodies of work.
Yeah.
I was watching the interview earlier today from 7 years ago when Kendrick was on the Breakfast Club. And whichever album that came out at the time, he said he had been working on it for 2 years. Working on music for 2 years.
Don't nobody do that no more.
Very few. I think Busta Rhymes still does crazy timelines like that. Q-Tip used to do shit like that.
Q-Tip used to be like 5 to 7.
Yeah, man, they hated Q-Tip because how long he used to hold the album. But it turns out a different body of work. Turns out a real quality body of work.
Yeah.
You even look at like Beyonce. You know, she's one of, and she did a interview about this a while ago. She was like, you can't enjoy a whole body of work because it's over in like 40 minutes. But she comes out, she'll drop an album, 20 songs. Then she got a visual representation of the album. Then she got a concert. Then she got a movie. All off one album. Like, we don't have that level of creativity anymore. The last major artist that did that level of creativity is probably either Prince or Michael Jackson, that would drop whole movies for. Don't do it, Manuel. Don't do it. All I'm talking about is the creativity of the artist. I am not making the comparison.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
Because, you know, like was it Dangerous?
No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right.
You know, they had a whole cinematic feature.
You
coming with
nothing
an
like
album.
we ain't had nothing like Remember the Time. Like,
man,
look at that video. Remember the Time.
Like you done walked up in this man's house asking his woman, "Do you remember when I used to bang that?" And he ain't shot you.
And she an Egyptian queen, and do you see how much they had going? Man, I'm telling you, like there's levels to what some of these are. There's levels. There's levels to artistry. Yeah, there's level. Man, have y'all heard what Busta Rhymes said when he got the opportunity to work with Janet Jackson? There was an interview, and he mentioned how that video "Wanna Make You Scream," how that came about. Man, because he's a fan of her first, right? And you gotta realize the age. So of course, right? He said he heard on the radio that she said the one hip hop artist that she wanted to do something with was him. And he said when he heard that, he called his agent and said, Yo, Janet just said she want to do something with me. Get on the phone. Da, 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 da. He said when she agreed with it, he said he did research before they did the video. This is just the collab. He did research on how she liked her studio setting. She got there. He had already laid his part done. He said he was such a fanboy that he didn't want to mess up this opportunity by coming in there trying to sweet talk and be slick. He set the studio up with the candles, with the smells, with the exact feng shui as to what she wanted. He said he greeted her and he said, "All right, Queen, do your work. I gotta go." He said he left before he screwed anything up. So then he said, "I had to leave before I fucked it up." He said because he was so nervous and he was excited because he's a fan, but that's his crush. But then when he talked about the video, he said to this date that is still one of the most expensive videos. The video where they did the Liquid Terminator and all that other stuff back when the effects back then you couldn't get those effects as good as you can now. And he just and I went back when during the interview I went back and watched that video, And I was like, why did this dude put this much work into a video? It's so much work, but that visual, man, come on, man, who gonna do all that? I know, listen, if y'all would just listen to me rap, that's cool. I ain't finna give y'all no video. It ain't gonna be shit. I'm saying now, man, I ain't doing all that work. The visual, even if I have the visual in mind, I know the little bit of work it comes to do with certain things, but I ain't got the budget. I ain't got the money. I ain't finna ask for the money either. Who gonna do all that? Damn, it's a lot. So I respect it and appreciate it, even if it's Beyonce.
Man, the reason why we ain't gonna get it now is because we have more rappers than we have artists.
Say it.
Like an actual artist is someone who respects the art form, number one, and they take it seriously. They take the craft seriously, and they're not just trying to make some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The
it's like
money
the difference
to the
between
putting money to your ear and all that foolishness.
Yeah. It's like the difference of going to work and having a career. You know what I mean? Like when you go to work, like, damn, man, I don't want to. I gotta go. It's time to clock in. I got 8 more hours. You know what I'm saying? But when it's a career, it's just like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm appreciative of where I'm at because of the work that I put in to get here. So, an artist, going back to it, an artist, he or she respects the actual craft. That's their career.
Yeah.
Versus a nigga just, I'm gonna lay these verses down, so I'm give me my money.
Yeah.
We don't have many of them. I say Donald Glover,
absolutely,
an artist. Kendrick Lamar is an artist.
Killer Mike. Killer Mike.
And that's all I got off the top of my head.
It's a lot of the older generation that are more artists completely, because of everything that it took back then for them to get even just a beat back then. Think about how they used to have to get beats. They used to have to sample old records, and then so they had to build so much from the ground up. And then back then, videos and performing were the standard in order to push your album. Like you had to have a video on MTV and on BET. You had to have a tour. So you had to give all this stuff, and it had to all look cohesive. Now, you don't necessarily need that for a person to hear your voice over a nice beat if you got some decent bars, and they can just stream it. You don't necessarily need the visual aspect of it, so they don't have to be as complete artists. They just don't have to. Producers don't have to actually be good at any real instrument anymore. They don't.
Yeah.
So I think the ease of putting out a body of work has changed the amount of work that they're going to put in, especially when they can still get paid.
Yeah.
So I got it.
They don't even perform anymore.
I mean, they do, but so performing now, you know
what I'm saying? They'll get on the stage.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about actually?
Perform.
Oh, having a show? Nah. It ain't. You don't have as many. The rappers having dancers on stage is done. That's not coming back. It's not coming back.
That's not necessarily true, because you got like Cardi has dancers on the stage with her. So does
she's a girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rappers like male MCs having dancers, or the showmanship that Busta Rhymes comes with. No. Even when when everybody jumped with him and Diddy did that collaboration. I hate to mention that motherfucker for anything good, but they had them motherfuckers
making people want
look, you had to zoom. I couldn't imagine being close up to that. It was like a Mad Max scene. They had so much shit going on that stage back then. I was like, what the hell? And it was so coordinated. You don't like, do you have the budget for that? And are you going to get the turnout? Like, is that going to, but they don't even care about the budget. They care about being legendary. They care about being remembered. These dudes now, they want the money. They want the money. So
I seen that nigga 21 Savage on Saturday Night Live. And he was doing this song. First time I heard this song, I was just like, it's a song that has that like what's it called? Not an orchestra, but
talking about the Gregorian chants.
Yeah, it's almost like a So this nigga, when he was just rapping, like this nigga just standing on stage in front of people, and he's like, red wrong, red wrong, red wrong, red wrong, red wrong. I was like, nigga,
ain't had no hype man or nothing.
Nothing. He had like 2 ballerinas, and did he have like 2 ballerinas? I think he did. But as far as this nigga, like, nigga, you had a whole stage to utilize. But he stayed in one spot like it was designated for him. The whole time. No feeling at all. I was like, nigga, you are performing. You're not in your bathroom mirror trying out new material.
They don't gotta do that no more. They don't have to do it. Because the crowd doesn't demand it. The crowd is entertained by him just showing up. The simple fact that he just showed up, they appreciate that.
That's a slap in the face, man. If the only thing you would do is play your music, I can listen to that in the car. But if I paid money to see you perform this music, you better do some damn somersaults or something. Because I can listen to you at home.
Or you can do like Lil Uzi Vert and do splits.
Do that. At least do that. Oh, he giving a show. He looked like a fool, but he giving a show.
Trying. He looked like a stone cold idiot.
Right.
I'll take that over. At least I get
for real.
Nigga give me something to clown.
Yeah, for real.
I can enjoy making fun of this nigga for what he's doing.
But it's showmanship.
Like, yeah, give me something other than you standing there staring at me like Puff Daddy.
What's that that game that they had and Jack Harlow performed, and they had the little plastic out there and everything. It was a terrible performance, like utterly terrible. And it's like I expected a lot more from this guy, especially coming off of White Man Can't Jump, where he was stellar in that movie. But that concert was terrible.
How is he stellar in a remake?
He did some good acting.
His acting was really good.
The disrespect.
And it might have been, it was a remake in name, but it wasn't a remake in like premise. They added they took some liberties and made it
kind of modernize it.
Yeah, they did.
I
kind of liked his character a little better than Woody Harrelson, to be honest. He had a little bit more swag.
I feel so disrespected by remakes that I just refuse to partake in 99% of them ever. I just hate them. I hate y'all taking my remakes, my 90s and my 80s, and redoing it and trying to rebrand it and like it's some new shit or now we got technology. No, I don't want it. I want it. Come up with something new. It's cheap. Come up with something new. House Party 7. I don't give a damn about that shit. Put that up.
You gotta stop.
Wait till some. I'm telling you what's gonna piss me off when some young comedians say we're gonna do the next Harlem Nights or we're gonna do the next Life. I'm telling you now. Don't shake your head. Don't. When the trailer come out and these young punks is trying to redo it, y'all gonna come back. We're gonna have a conversation about it. Now y'all gonna call
I'm saying don't do it.
Yeah, but it's getting done. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Like when we run out of ideas, have we really truly run out of ideas?
When I tell you it's coming, listen, y'all gonna call me Manuel Adamas, Negro Damas, whatever y'all want to call me. I'm predicting it. They gonna look at life. They gonna look at all that stuff. Man, we can do that. We can do that. They're gonna try to redo it. I'm telling you.
They already tried to redo How High.
Yeah, I'm telling you. They like that they don't. It's a lot of original thought out here. Don't get me wrong, but it's very easy to play on nostalgia or play on remake.
Yeah,
very easy. Yeah, so I got for our last subject matter. Well, I kind of got two, but listen, how y'all feel about judging a book by its cover? There's this thing, judging. It says don't judge a book by its cover. Oh, is that wise advice or foolish practice?
You got a video? Huh? You got a video to go with this?
Oh, I got a video to go with this, but I'm just glad. Is don't judge a wolf by its. I mean, don't judge a book by its cover. Wise advice or foolish practice? I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna see if this video actually helps them in their point of not judging a book by its cover.
They told me, a newborn king to see, oh, our finest gifts we bring, to lay before the king, they told me, me and my drum, me and my drum, me and
Look, man.
Am I finna be Scrooge or who? Like I'm getting ready to be Scrooge.
Don't roll up on my house like that. I don't. I don't care if you kinfolk. I don't care if you my family. Nope.
Look how they rolled up deep, all dressed in black, looking like NWA. Like all the members of the NWA came back for one last tour. Come on, don't judge a book by its cover.
I'm judging.
Come on, like y'all couldn't show up in the in a snowsuit, looking like the Grinch at least. Like dress like something Christmas. Y'all dress like a home invasion. Don't judge a book by its cover. Fuck out of here. Like I hate when people try to use these examples as examples of not judging a book by its cover. It would be different if you said don't judge a book by its cover and it's a short, borderline disabled person and they get on the stage and they sing a song and they got these voice and they can out-sing everybody we've ever heard in the history of humanity. That's a don't judge a book by its cover situation. Not somebody rolling up into my neighborhood dressed in all black, sounding like a nice little lovely choir. No, like stop playing games. I'm judging books by covers all the time.
Books and covers get shot is all I'm saying.
And I'm moving accordingly. Like what? Why didn't have somebody show up looking like Klansmen and do that shit in the black neighborhood? Why ain't do that? Why ain't do that? And say don't judge book by a cover. Do that shit. See the reaction to that. Stop playing with people. Don't judge a book by its cover. It sounds cute, but no, it's not real. Not real.
No. I would have came to the door with my gun. I wouldn't have opened
exactly it. Like for real.
I would just been looking out the window, waiting for them niggas to continue on about their day.
And then once they start singing, you'd have been like, "Hey man, y'all know y'all almost got shot." Like,
yeah,
like it's nice, man, but y'all think this is a good idea? Y'all think this is a good idea?
Y'all almost got
man. I'm playing like that.
Playing Georgia book by its cover. Yeah, nice try.
I'm pretty sure there's some gangsters somewhere that got some velvet voices.
I mean, look at Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
Now only thing this video proves that to lure your white victims out of their expensive home.
Sing a little something.
Come on out.
hey, boy, ain't this a slap in the face? Only thing nigga gotta do to get white people to trust him a little bit, do a little jig. Hey. Hey, now they friends. Now you can come through the front door. Boy, ain't that a bitch? God damn, boy.
Boy,
same old thing, boy. Can't escape from it, can they?
They can't turn down being entertained, can they?
No, can't do it, even if it's at their detriment. Yeah, boy.
Because even if they had started singing out there, I'd be done peeped out the window. But you think about to come out the door?
But she came down into the front steps.
And then I guess that's her husband coming out there ringing some bells. Baby, you about to get shot too.
Yeah.
Because you playing with me.
First of all, people popping up to my door. The way I answer my door when you come unannounced, see, I'm a man, so I come to the door exactly with what I got on. Exactly with what I got on. So if I'm in the drawers, sorry. I don't think Diddy ran down that hallway in a towel. I come to the door in a towel.
I can't stand it.
I come to the door just like that. Do not come to my place unannounced. You're gonna see everything that I get. That hey, you came over
I'm with it because this is why I don't open doors.
Mm-hmm. I open them. I bust it wide open. Boom. What's going on? What's up?
Can I help
don't ask me how it's hanging. You can see. Cold shower. Short shriveled and to the left, nigga. The hell you doing on my front porch now? What you talking about? I was relaxing before you pulled up. Shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that whole don't judge it. Nah, baby. Because it's like you doing it on purpose. So you trying to antagonize me.
Yeah.
By coming up there, a bunch of black dudes dressed in all black. And I know people like, well, what you trying to say? They all black dudes is bangers.
Don't do that. Don't do that because don't we give women shit about dressing in short clothing and going whatever they want to do. And we tell women don't dress like a hooker if you don't want to be treated like one. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Same thing.
I don't like hoodies at all for various reasons. So you rolling up on me, you got a hat on and a hood.
All of them got black Air Force Ones or boots on too.
It's too many butter Tims there. Y'all about to fight somebody. I'm good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all thought this was. All right, last one we got is Sheffy, you wasn't the only child, was you?
No.
None of us are only children. So I don't know if we can identify with this big sister, man. She big sister feels away. Big sister feels away. Big sister feels away. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, like it's real too. She's not playing. She's not joking about this. Big sister feels away that her life is forever going to now change because there's another little person pulling up into her life. She don't
Pregnancy announcement gone wrong.
You got a surprise for you. You're going to open your present, okay?
What present?
Ta-da.
What is this for?
Open it.
Excited at first.
Because we love you so much. Come on, I'm looking stuff.
Oh, you had something up your sleeve, huh? You had a trick up your sleeve.
What is this?
What did it say?
I don't want to be a sister.
Open the rest of the gift.
Immediately stay,
What did it say?
Nothing. Are you having a baby?
Yes.
No, I don't want a sister.
And nobody
It's gonna
says
be a
a
little
sister.
boy.
We don't know if it's a boy or a girl. You're gonna be a big sister.
I don't want I don't want a baby. I don't want a.
Why not?
I don't want one.
Milan.
You're not gonna love me anymore.
Yes, I am. I'm gonna love you just the same.
That's that only child syndrome.
I don't know why I said I wanted a baby.
You got babies upstairs.
I know. What's the difference? Did you read the onesie? Look, you can play with the onesie with your baby doll. Look at it.
I don't want to.
Milan.
Will you love me still?
Yes.
Every video
Aw.
I watch, they don't love the oldest child.
They do.
But if I'm a bigger sister, I'm gonna die before the little sister. I don't like this at all. Is this it? Are you actually having a baby? Am I overreacting? Is this a dream? Pinch me.
Come on. It's going to be okay.
Are you actually having a baby?
Oh my God.
She want them to confirm. She was like, please tell me you lying.
Okay.
Okay, but
You
are
having
you?
a baby too. This your baby.
I don't.
You play with baby dolls so well. We wanted to give you one, okay?
You actually are gonna have a baby?
Yes. It's okay.
You're not gonna like me.
I like you now. What do you mean? Come stand up. Give me, I can't pick you up, but give me high. Stand up there.
Nah.
Man, listen, man. Listen, man.
At first, I would be compassionate, understanding, and all that. But after that third, you gotta shut up now.
See, this come from somebody who came into the world with all the brothers and sisters already there. You see, that's the middle child right there. That's the real middle child right there. He came in the middle of a whole bunch of people, so you don't even got the experience to understand what life might have been like without anybody else infringing on your territory. You was an infringer. You were an interloper, so you didn't care. You was automatically accepted. So, but I'm saying,
this is a prime example of why little kids don't need access to social media. Because she literally said on all the videos, the parents stopped loving the other kid. Wow, baby, where you watching these videos?
Right.
Yep.
I agree with that too. I thought about that. Like, where did she get that information from?
Yeah.
Who told her that?
That's a heavy thought to have, and she can't be no more than like 7, 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And she seemed like a very intelligent little girl.
Oh, absolutely, because she's articulating some thoughts. Is it real? Pinch me.
Overreacting.
I didn't mean to say that.
Yes, you overreacting.
She said, I didn't mean to say that when I said that the other day. I'm sorry. I take it back. Take it back. Oh man.
That's tough.
Man,
all this collaring she doing. All that collaring she doing. That's why she's acting what she acting now.
Look at her. Look. See, Dad should have jumped in between that. Say, hey, cut that out.
Dad done piece everybody out because he probably think the other one a girl too. Is like, baby, I ain't got time for this.
Yep.
He done left everybody. Well, he recording.
Morgan shouted down the hospital when Michelle was born. Morgan, the moment Toya grabbed a hold of her, they said Michelle. I wasn't there. I was in boot camp. They said the moment Michelle, her mom was holding her, Morgan wanted to climb up on the bed, and they was like, "No, baby, you can't climb on the bed. Mama's holding the new baby." They said Morgan let out a wail. She said, they had to get Morgan up out of there. Like, wait a minute. Man, some people are just territorial. Children are territorial. Animals are this damn dog at this house. I'm telling y'all, I'm not joking. Me and Brianna could be sitting side by side. He already looking. If she puts her hand on my shoulder, he barks. Don't any sort of fun and affection, he literally jumps. Like if we hug, he jumps on her body. He pushes me, jumps and pushes me. He does not want there to be physical contact. I can go sit on my goddamn bed. This little bastard of a dog. I'm gonna complain about him. This little bastard of a dog. She'll be in the bed. I go sit on the bed. I go sit. Soon as he hear that, he come running out from under the bed, jumping on my side of the bed, barking as if I just assaulted somebody. So there's some
but you got to get him in a headlock one good time.
Man, listen, no, I jack him up every time and I hold him and I give him. I look, I was here first. And I'm gonna be here when you gone. He don't care nothing about that. He don't care nothing about it. Children, man, children be like that, man. Children, they're territorial. They don't want to share.
Child, Miles told me from the get-go, I want a little brother.
he didn't want to be by himself. He's like, hey.
He's not by himself. He has an older brother and an older sister.
How much older are they though?
They like 10 years.
Yeah. He wants somebody a little closer in range. You know what I'm saying?
But he's not closer in range. He's still 9 years older, 8 years older.
A little bit. So he wants somebody to manipulate and blame stuff on. Yeah, I get that. I feel that.
That boy,
I feel that.
Can I have a little brother? Can I have no?
If I ever would have had if I would have ever had a sibling significantly younger than me, or I would have had a puppy, or I would have trained. Y'all think I'm off the chain? Imagine me being 9 or 12. Imagine me being 10. Here come a little joker. Oh man, I'm gonna teach him the ways. I'm gonna teach him the ways of the world. I'm gonna have him ready. Oh man, he'll be so off the chain, so ready. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him right. Absolutely.
Shame.
And then when I graduate and leave, the parents gotta deal with that. I ain't gotta deal with that. y'all think I'm hell. Y'all think I'm hell. I'm like Darth Sidious. Look at what I have made. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look what you have made. Yeah, that's what he said when he realized there was a dyad in the force. He said, "Oh, shit! Look what you have made." That'd be me. Like, yeah, boy, look at this. You got a little nigga there. Them parents gonna be wore out, boy. I'm like, see, y'all should have been grateful when y'all had me. Look at this one. Yeah, boy. Little siblings could be good, man. Little bitty babies. To groom them, bring them up in a way.
Yeah, I don't. Kenny didn't act no kind of way when Kelsey was born. I think she was more curious than anything. But that was no negative response to. But then again, Kenny was only like a year. She was only a year old, a year and a month old when Kelsey was born. So she really didn't want, consciously aware. But I mean, she was aware that there was somebody new here. But it was just, she just got in where she fit in.
I wonder if there's a certain age range to where they react like this a little bit more. Like established, like when you've been around for a little while by yourself, I can understand it. And then I can understand being territorial. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Kenny just be chill anyway. She just both your daughters just be chilling.
Yeah, they just
both baby they be chilling.
Some old women.
They appreciate when an OG with the real energy come around. I be seeing it. They be laughing. They think I'm crazy, but they appreciate it. They appreciate that energy. I know when you be on the speakerphone, they hear something. They be like, "What? Hey man, yeah."
All the time.
They appreciate that. Hey, how did y'all become friends? Yeah, they appreciate it. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's all we got, man. We got a little. I think the outrage is a little bit justified because she being a little territorial.
She's doing a little too much, man.
That'll piss you off after a minute.
Yeah, it would. She only had 3 times to do that fake cry, and in this part,
that cry was real. That was pain.
Man, that was fake to death. But her face was dry. She was just making sounds.
Oh, she had tears. That baby had tears.
Man, she'll be all right.
That first reaction was real, man. That very first reaction, when she realized that comic book and she threw that thing down, that's a woman reacting when you propose to her with a ring she don't like. That's exactly how they're gonna react.
That first reaction could have been real, but she drew it out.
You think she drug it out a little bit?
Yeah, man. She drew the hell out of that, man. She's trying to milk it, trying to milk that moment, man. And this part right here, with her mama calling her,
that's a bit much. Yeah.
That's like, hey, man. Need to calm that down, because what's going to happen with her having all that freedom of lip at this age, all this leeway.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
When she become a teenager,
woo, still got that opinion.
Yeah.
You think she entitled? Mm-hmm.
And Dad look like he don't got an ounce of spine.
He just walked out.
He ain't said a word. You better get control of the household, man.
Look at you. Oh man, look at she threw this piece of paper. Look, she threw this piece of paper.
And threw it down. Look at that soft back nigga.
I think he thought they were playing, man.
It was sponge back.
He got a Diddy spine. He got a spine. We ain't finna do that. We ain't finna do that. He can. You saying that spine? He can absorb some shock. We ain't finna do that. No man. No man. We gotta go. We ain't finna do that, man, like that. Man ain't did nothing to us, man. Call that man. Sponge back. We ain't finna do that, man, like that. He ain't did nothing to us, man. Yeah, man. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Chef and Casey had to get off in here with us, man. But yeah, man. Let me go ahead and shut this thing on down.
All right, y'all.
Good night, y'all.